جنوب أديك. مساء الخير إخوة وأخوات حينما كنتم. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Concerned citizen of South Sudan going live today, Friday, the 23rd of March 2018. زي ما أنا وضحت هناك عندنا 2 questions بالإضافة إلى sanction التي تم فرضها من قبل الوزارة الخارجية الأمريكية مؤخرا. دي مواضيع نحن هنتكلم فيها اليوم. أيضا أنا أتناول الموضوع بتاعت الأخ مارك مابيل where الذي يعتقل من قبل السلطات في جوبا simply because he spoke out the truth about the Nile part. ولكن أولا, let me welcome all of you, and I want to appreciate كل زول اللي بيجي to attend this forum because we are all concerned as a South Sudanese citizen. Our country is going downhill, and it is necessarily to be concerned بمواضيع الحاصل في البلد بتاعنا. So, topic بتاعنا اليوم بيتكلم عن very important two questions, and these two questions, first one, will the lasting peace follow the end of Kir regime, and how will the country deal with inevitable power vacuum? These are two questions, and also the impact of U.S. sanction on South Sudan oil companies. The مواضيع كلها, we are going to talk about it. We are going to interact together. زي ما أنا قلت لكم أنا بشكركم. I will thank you. It's not 1 year ago when we started this forum here at the live social media on the Facebook. لأنه we figured out that to write an article, to write a comment, not every South Sudanese will get all this comment and all this article. And it was necessarily to come in live video so our people can understand actually what we are talking about, what comment we are making. So it is anniversary today actually when I start doing live, on the Facebook. That's the good thing. So, زي ما أنا وريتكم, we have been consistent with our message of unity, message of togetherness, that there is a need for all South Sudanese to remind themselves that the fight that we fought against the oppressors, the North, for 21 years, it was for justice, liberty, and prosperity. ده المواضيع اللي كنا بنحارب من أجله. الحرية, العدالة, المساواة, والتنمية. Unfortunately, للأسف, our brothers who are in charge of the affair of the country, they have ignored, they have neglected intentionally. They did it intentionally for the sake of enriching themselves. Okay? And they ignored the principle, al-kana min ajlu, people of South Sudan went to the bushes, carried the gun to fight the enemy. Okay? Despite that nas could joke kullahum, ma kan fi zol bugul ana mutaallim min atani. No, but we knew our rights. That's why we bear arms to fight the aggressors. And luckily, with pressure from the international community and the United States, the European Union, and Douala Juar, we were able to reach a conclusion, census, to sign a comprehensive peace agreement that gave us right of self-determination. So we need to remind our people that it didn't come from nowhere. It came from a hardworking of all South Sudanese people from all walk of life, from all tribes, from all community. It wasn't one man. It wasn't one community. It wasn't one tribe. Okay? It was all South Sudanese community that felt it is necessarily to fight for our rights. And that's why we are here. And that's why we are here to remind you and to remind others who got lost with the crowd, who doesn't seem to think that South Sudan is bigger than their own interests. That's why we have to remind ourselves, remind the leaders about what's happening in the country. But first and most, I want to touch the issue of sanction that the Department of State of the United States of America imposed on the oil companies in South Sudan. Before I get to all the details, I know I want to send a clear message to my brothers, to my sisters, that there are some individuals, like I said, they got lost in the crowd and they have forgotten the good of the friends from yesterday. The good of friends from the yesterday. I want to remind you a few words from the former president of the United States, Ronald Reagan. He gave a very famous speech about the Libya okay, the terrorist act about people of Iran, about the regime in Iran and Libya. Let me read these a few words that he said. President Ronald Reagan said this. Let me make this an absolute fact, that the goal is the world peace. That must be our prime responsibility. We are the leaders of the world. We are the leaders of free world. Whether we like it or not. And therefore, we are the only one can preserve the peace. The reason I'm reading these words, it's not just, just to have fun with it. But I'm reading these words because we have some brothers, we have some sisters think that America is a bully. Think that America is looking for the interest in South Sudan. That America is looking for something beyond the interest of the people of South Sudan. But I have been saying this many times. That's not the case. Here you are, American foreign policy is clear. That America, when America go to war, it's not because they are strong. It's not because they want to show their power. It's because they want to preserve the peace in the world. I wanted to remind you also, and I talk about it many times in this show, that in 1948, the former United States President, Henry Truman, called a very famous meeting. If you recall it, I talk about it. I'm not going to go more in details. And all the leaders, the head of state, they gathered that time in San Francisco. And they came out with a recommendation that became part of international community today. Become part of United Nations today that we have. The universal right. Right of movement. Right of expression. Right of life. This universal right, when you become a country, you have to be abide by this right. You have to be abide by this right. The reason I'm reminding you, I just wanted to connect this with what President Ronald Reagan in 80s have said, that we are the only one, we are the leader of free world, and we are the only one that can preserve the peace. No one else. Russia is not going to preserve the peace. China is not going to preserve this peace. France is not going to preserve the peace. UK is not going to do that. Look at the country today that have a relationship with Russia. Look at the country that have a relationship with China. Look at the country that have a relationship with France and UK. Kenya is still begging now. All the Western African countries that, French colonies, they are still struggling now. But I wanted to tell you, my brother and sister, look at the country that have a strong and ally with the United States. Saudi Arabia, Emirates, Jordan, Sultan Oman, and other European countries. What happened? They are enjoying peace and stability and prosperity. Am I right? Think about this. Think about this. So, the notion that America trying to put pressure so they can get their interest is absolutely incorrect. The most important thing to the United States in South Sudan is to bring peace and stability. And that's why they try many steps. And now the major step is to impose that sanction on oil companies that are bringing the cash to the country and buy the gun, and then we're still killing ourselves. You need to take that. And I want to send that signal to my brothers who still lost in crowd, who do not understand what the cost of our fight with oppressors. Not too long ago, it's the same United States, okay? It's the same United States who keep more pressure on Bashir to bring about the comprehensive peace agreement in 2005. It's the same United States who called for that famous meeting in New York, brought in Ali Usman Mamataha, to form the committee for referendum. Because al-Bashir at that time, he refuses, and he said, referendum batakum da billu wa ishrabu. But because of the leadership of the United States, someone wanted to preserve the peace. Someone wanted to protect the innocent life. He took the lead, and he called them 6 months prior to referendum of South Sudan, and give 2 options: regime change or referendum might take place. It was yes. It was an absolute yes from al-Bashir regime that the referendum of South Sudan must take place. Don't you remember, brother? This is a friend helped me yesterday. This is the friend helped you yesterday. This is the friend care about us. And referendum took place. I remember the quote from the former United States National Security Advisor, Susan Rice, in Juba on the day of independence, when she said, friend indeed is friend in need. Susan Rice said that in Juba. Friend indeed, friend in need. And if there is anyone out there think that South Sudan does not have a friend, we are here. We are the friend of the people of South Sudan. We will be there in a good time, in a hard time. So my brother, you need to understand, anything that U.S. administration does is for the betterment, is for the interest of the people of South Sudan. Don't let your heart be troubled. Don't get lost on the crowd. We should turn the page on those propagandas and do the right thing and remind ourselves that we were fighting for justice, liberty, and prosperity. This is the core values. That's what was the fight all about. It's very simple. It is very simple. So my dear brothers and sisters, I will thank you again and welcome you on board for this very, very important topics that we are discussing today. So with that, I will go ahead and give an opportunity for those concerned citizens of South Sudan who wanted to come on board and make their voice heard and make their perspective. So let's go ahead. Let's go to work. Let's see here who requested. Okay. Let me go ahead and see here. Who is that? So far I have. Is it Machar Munchazais? Something like that, you know, I correctly. But when you come on board, brother, you would be able, you know, to identify yourself to our brothers and sisters. So I'm calling you right now. Please go ahead and answer that question. Go ahead and answer the call. Go ahead. Okay, unfortunately, it didn't work for you. And I don't know what happened. Let me go ahead and see who next have requested. If I don't have more people, and then maybe I should just talk or play a little bit of music. Right. But meanwhile, let me go ahead here. It looked like, you know, your phone is not in a position. I want you to put your phone in a vertical. I want you to change, you know, we want to share together, you know, the screen. I don't want to do it horizontal today. I want to do it vertical here. So all of us can, you know, share the screen together. Just do that, please. And it will work fine for everybody. Everybody's here, and I'll add everybody's here. No, not yet. I'll bring you later. my dear sister. But if you want to do it now, no problem. So please go ahead and request. And I am here, you know, for that. Just push the button. It would be much easier if you push the button. Thank you. Push the button and I'll bring you on board. I am also waiting for one of the MPs in Juba. If the network works fine, I think it will be here. Honorable Ngong Deng Kum, he already pledged that he's going to be on the show today. So let's see if he is going to be here. If you are here, Honorable, please give me a thumb up so I can bring you on board as well. And actually, he's from my constituencies, you know, from my district. So I did talk to him 3 days ago, and he said he's eager to come to the show. So if you are here now, go ahead and request, and then I'll bring you live. Okay. Thank you, Brother Edward. We are trying to do our best. So I think, Edward, do you want to go now? As I'm waiting, because it looks like I want people to put their camera in vertical. Okay, so we can share the screen together. Instead, you know, Annabemla screen. Actually, I figured out it's not fair, you know. It's not fair for everybody out there, you know, because we are sharing the ideas. So please do that. I don't think so it's gonna work, you know. Let us learn this together. I know we have been doing it, you know, horizontal every time. But you know what? Let us use another strategy, another way, you know, and that would be good actually. Okay, I will continue talking because it doesn't seem like nobody has requested so far. And if that's the case, I'm going to continue, you know, talking about this. So, العنوان thank you. العنوان أنا شايفه واضح. العنوان بتاعنا اليوم ممكن I can do it some Arabic and do some mix here in English. So عشان الكل كله يقدر يعرف what we are doing here today. Okay. Let me go back and see here what we're doing. So زي ما أنا وضحت لكم العنوان بتاعنا اللي احنا بنتكلم عن two important questions. إنه مثلا بعد ما الرجيم بتاع كير يمشي how the country is going to deal with the vacuum power. لأن في ناس عندهم تخوف يا إخوة. في ناس عندهم تخوف بيقولوا يا أخي والله يا أخي كير لو مشي وكير يا the only solution ما أعرف إيه ولو مشي البلد هيكون في chaotic situation. My own opinion, I don't think so. In my opinion, I don't think so. South Sudanese are smart. South Sudanese شطار. ممكن they can handle this situation. He's not the only smart guy in the country. He's the only one that got us to this mess that we are in. انت لما تعرف تقول لي يا اخي ازول لو مشى البلد هيكون في chaos. At the same time, الراجل ده he's the one that started the problem. He's the one that caused the chaos that we are in now. So it doesn't make sense. That would not make any sense at all. لأن الراجل ده he's the one that caused the problem. وانتوا عارفين how he caused the problem. So you see the argument that we are making here. So كير لازم يمشي وما يكون في أي تخوف من أي زول. وعشان كده أنا وجهت النداء لكل all opposition couple weeks ago that it is necessarily for all opposition to unite. We love to insist in Masalan, any interim period will not be led by Kir at all, because people of South Sudan are tired with Kiritarian. They are. Okay? Let me go ahead. It looks like there is a brother here sent a request. I'm going to go ahead and bring you in. Put your phone vertical, please, my brother. I know that's the only issue that we are facing now, because some people, you know, they are having issue. I will turn this off, and then we move on from here. Okay? I'm calling you now. Yeah, this problem, I don't want to turn the phone back. Attilio, can they send me a request, please? Lan, it look like our people, they are not allowing their device in the right way. So they are struggling, you know, to come on board. So can I tell you, I want you right now. Can you request me, Attilio, please? Okay, that's great. I know you are going to put your phone in the right way. Oh, and I hope maybe you can help these people too, you know. Put the telephone in the right way so we can share the screen, because it looked like, you know, they are struggling here.
Yeah, that's right. It's very simple, you know. You just put your cell phone sideways, you know.
Yeah.
Exactly. The camera will adjust itself automatically when you put it in sideways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very easy. Yeah. But exactly. I would suggest, you know, if some people are still having a trouble, you should go ahead with the conversation while, you know, if they can't figure it out, and the other people that will figure it out, you know, they can share their screen as well.
Correct. So,
but yeah, I will be back shortly. You know, I'm just getting myself ready here, and I'll be back shortly.
Yeah.
Good topic, man.
Just get ready, my brother. We have very important issues that we want to talk today. Get ready, and you back. Okay, thank you, Attilio.
See you shortly. Yeah.
Okay. Do this. Yep. So let me go ahead and see who else here. I do see Gabriel. Okay, Gabriel, please. I am calling you right now. Gabriel, I'm calling you. Would you please answer that? I hope it will work fine for you. So maybe you have a network problem. I'm sorry, but I still gonna get back to you. Let me try Hakeem again, and I hope this thing will work. Mr. Hakeem,
what's up? Good. How are you doing, man?
I am doing good. As you can see there, discussion بتاعنا في مواضيع اللي أنا ذكرت ثلاثة ديل.
Yep.
Will the lasting peace follow the end of Kir regime? And how are we going to deal with the power vacuum? لما كير يمشي هيكون في سلام ولا هيكون في chaos؟ ولو في chaos, how we are going to deal with that, my brother? And موضوع sanction also.
All right, thank you, Jongkor, and I appreciate that you welcome me to your show, and you're always wonderful. You have a wonderful show, and all over the world, people are viewing. You know, your show is very fantastic, brother. Honestly, I want to be honest. Salva Kiir regime numbers, you know, you just count. Even I dream. I'm not lying to you. I dream like, you know
Correct.
What? The guy give up. We give up. You know. The problem here, almost, what I believe, numbers of days, within this year, this regime will step down. Peacefully, they will just say enough is enough. I don't think they will go through violence, because the country is going in the wrong direction. Even I think our brother Salva Kiir, he knows that already.
What made you think that way, Akim? What made you think that way? Because we have experience with Kiir Kiir has been giving people of South Sudan hard time. What makes you think now he's going to step down in peaceful way?
You know, honestly, Jongkor, all our leaders that came from the bush, okay? They suffer a lot in the bush for this country. They suffer. And what happened, by surprise, they find themselves, economy is booming, the oil.
Yes.
You know, before we were fighting, we don't know there's oil there.
Yeah.
But when they realize there's oil here, and then they want to enjoy it. They want to enjoy the oil because they suffer a lot. And you know, I will tell you, Jongkor, it's okay. We, the citizens of this country, will forgive them. We'll forgive them for the looting of the money. We'll forgive them with all what happened because we understand that they really suffer for this country. Let them enjoy the whatever they have. Let them enjoy it. Let them just leave the rest for the citizens that who helped them during the war. And I believe Salva age is running too. He can feel like, you know what? I'm tired with this.
Come on, Hakeem, go ahead.
Sorry, somebody called me.
I know.
You know,
block the phone.
yeah. You know, Omar Jari, the age is playing a role. And he will just feel like, you know, I don't want to die like Mobutu Seseko. I don't want to die like Omar Gaddafi. I think he's dreaming all this stuff is coming to his brain. So maybe we feel like, you know what? Let me go enjoy my rest of my age that left somewhere else.
So Hakeem, another question. What do you think is the purpose of the sanction for the oil companies? ليه أمريكا عمل حظر لoil company? What do you think is the purpose? لأن في ناس مؤخذين بطريقة ثانية.
You know, Jongkor, in the beginning, America is the one who helped South Sudan.
Correct.
America is the one who give heart attack to Bashir. They give Bashir some kunin. Let Bashir sign the agreement with the South.
The Kerti Melo.
The Kerti Melo, chloroquine ta Britannia.
Okay.
So honestly, I was shocked when people talking America Macwest. Yeah, America is the one who help us. America is the hope of life.
Yes.
How many South Sudanese now they are settled in America? Come on, guys. Some of them become doctors. Some of them become professors. Through opportunity of American, they give them chance. Come here, guys. You guys in the war, come take a chance here, and we'll secure the country. And I suppose we're gonna feel like all the South Sudanese will say thank you, America. Thank you, America. Instead of condemn America.
Hakeem, I cut you off. I get confused. It's a مذكر. زمان referendum كان في جرجرة كتير في موضوع الريفرندوم. موضوع إنه يكون في لجنة بتاع referendum عشان يكون committee. That was a big problem. Do you remember Chanre? Justice Chanre? And do you remember that guy, the one that fell referendum بتاع Western Sahara الغربية مع Morocco? أنا نسيت اسمه ذاك. You know, في واحد كده يابا عجوز كده 90 سنة. كان داير يعمل نفس الخطة أصلاً. Okay. حاجة تاني البشير أصلاً he won't allow process إنه يكونوا committee بتاع referendum. يا أخي الناس ماشيين كل وقت and they were harassing يضرب في أبياي يضرب في مايل 14 يضرب في جاي يضرب في يونيتي يضرب في بودر. And people of South Sudan were so patient. We were so patient. America قاعد يقول no, don't touch these people. ما تحبشهم لأن لو حبشهم that's going to be excuse عشان شنو عشان يبوظوا لكم شنو referendum. And then people of South Sudan صبروا. So all of a sudden, it's a مذكر meeting اللي كان عملوه في نيويورك 2010. لأن البشير أصلاً ما داري يجي إنه لجنة يكونه. قام President أوباما قال علي عثمان ممتاز. طبعاً بشير ما بيقدر بيجي زمن ده لأنه مطلوب دولياً. فعلي عثمان ممتاز جاء وسلفا كير زاد جاء ونادين على شو اللي جو في نيويورك وجاء حددوا قال له اسمع. بالحرف الواحد. المشكلة بتاعكم شنو؟ ليه يعني الله لجنة يكونوا ما كان عندهم أي question. They try to play tactic. I didn't firasu قال الجنوبيين ده جبناهم جوا هنا نجرجرهم لحد ما يشيلوا موضوع بتاع الريفرندوم ينتهي. فأمريكا وضع لهم بالواضح قال لهم شوف
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
To allow referendum to take place or we are going to do a regime change. ده السبب اللي خلى بشير to give up بموضوع بتاع الريفرندوم. قال يا خلاص خلينا نمشي.
That's why I say why we South Sudanese never appreciate America.
Yeah.
Because America is the one give pressure to the Khartoum government.
Hassan right now.
Yeah.
America have used all these steps. And by the way, في كلام أنا قلته قبل في introduction. A lot of people need to pay attention to this. They need to pay attention to this. President Reagan قال شنو؟ قال we are the leader of free world. Okay? And we are, whether we like it or not, we are to preserve the peace because we are the only one. Russia ما فاضي بسلام في العالم. China ما فاضي بسلام في العالم. فرنسا ما فاضي بسلام في العالم. UK ما فاضي بسلام في العالم. لكن America want to maintain the stability in the world. لأن أنت لما نكون هذا ولد كبير، أوكي في بيتكم أنت ولد كبير، ويلا في عيال تانيين وفي تانيين لما نشاكل، what are you gonna do? You're gonna try, to keep, to keep peace.
To keep peace. Peace, yeah. Yep.
Why is it so difficult for our people to get it? Why is it so difficult for our people to get this simple? Why? Why is it so difficult to get it?
That's why, like I say yesterday in another show, I say, Jama, if America will come and steal, let's save the life of our brothers. Let's save the life of our brothers that are dying. Let America steal, and let's be without killing each other. Okay? Because we're wasting a lot of life here, Jongkor. Because of oil, because of money? No. Okay? So Brother Jongkor, I feel like time is almost there. And like you say, what about if Salva Kiir left the vacuum? Yes, we're gonna have a vacuum, okay? But if America give pressure, I know America can know exactly what they want to do. If they give the pressure to the government, and then they will decide temporary government or whatever until people can go back to their houses, and then we can do election or whatever can happen.
It's not even necessarily for America, to appoint anything, because we have very capable South Sudanese will take care of themselves actually. So my brother Hakim, I will thank you. I know that you are on the road going somewhere. So Salim Leyat, Salim Le Kiaser Nyoka, Gulo,
okay.
You keep doing good work. Thank you. And please stick around.
Shukran.
Okay?
Shukran. Thank you so much. Thank you, brother. Okay.
Thank you. You have a good day.
All
okay.
Right. Bye.
Let me go ahead here. Go ahead and do this. All right. Let me go ahead here and see who requested next. I believe we have more people here have requested. So, Madud, please send me requests. I know that the request came, but it wasn't right. Dr. Madud, send me a request, please. I want to bring you on board. Okay, here you go. And put your phone in a side way so we can interact together. Dr. Madud, I am calling you. I hope your internet is doing well, okay? In Copenhagen. Go ahead and answer, please. Madud, the call is going through. Go ahead and answer, please. Sure, my sister. I will try to speed and give everybody, a little bit of time, not just to keep going. Maybe we can agree 5, 6 minutes would be enough. Madud, please call. Go ahead. Oh man, he declined. So I don't know what happened, Madud. Just simply put telephone بتاعك بالعرض يا Madud, and then you'll be easy. خد telephone بتاعك بالعرض. Yes, I am actually. أنا متلقى invite يا مدود. You know. I did. So now it's connecting. No.
Now okay.
أنت في صورة مقلوبة.
هاي خلاص بشوف في كيف بروبلم. أنا في بين هي راسه بالمناسبة. يا دوب جيت برا حسن سوري.
اوكي.
يا جونكور سلام عليك.
ما في نظارة الليلة؟
نظارة جاهزة راقدنا. اسمع. تحياتي لك وتحية لجماعة كله. You know brother, it's good to dream. Sometimes bad dream, you know. So
bad dream?
أول حاجة ما في حاجة اسم رجيم في جوبا. ده تصح لك معلومة. هذه الحكومة حكومة شرعي جاب الشعب الجنوبي وقاعد من بيت ونحن منتظرين لقد ما الانتخابات يجي بعدين الشعب الجنوبي بيتكرر فاللغة بتاع الرجيم أنا بالنسبة لي أنا ما متفق معه كثير. نمبر 2 and this is very important. ده ركز في كاي بتاع sanctions يعني في 3 شركات مهم جدا جدا اللي هي شركة
بتاعت Are you not going to answer the other 2 questions? You're going to just answer the sanction?
لا بس أنا والله عندي ضيوف والله بعد 5 minutes so just فلك خلينا نركز على شيء مهم جدا عشان نفهم الشعب الجنوبي اللي هي بتاعت السانكشن الجديد. طيب شوف الناس تقنع في الانترنت انه الحكومه ما تنتهي وكده ما في كلام زي يا اخوانا. اولا الشركات دي 3 شركات اللي شركه نيل بتروليوم ودار بترول ودان دلتا هذه الشركات طبعا الحكومه الامريكيه متحمم بينه هذه الشركات بتمول الجيش الشعبي بسلاح وكده وبالتالي انه داير وقف الانفستمنت في بترول. But let me tell you something. American sanction ده ما جديد you know. دول العالم كله American sanction. مثلا امسك من روسيا من 2012 في sanction في روسيا. برضه عندك مثلا عندك sanction هنا في شاينا وكذلك ايران من 79 يعني دول العالم كله.
And by the way, for your information,
ما في أي تأثير يا كامرد. ما في أي تأثير.
For your information, ما 3 companies, there are 15 companies have been sanctioned.
No, ده الأعضاء مش الكومبانيز. كومبانيز حقيقة محددين 3 الكومبانيز وبعدين دون ترامب طبعا زول بتاع غيره هو زعلان يعني إنه طبعا الوزير
دونالد ترامب ده زول فريند بتاع كير ده يكون زول بتاع غيره.
لا ما هو طبعا ادانا رشوه. نحن ادانا رشوه 184,000 وشاننا طوال الطب السياسات بتاعه ورفضنا فقام شال وزير خارجيه برا وجاب حركات جديد يعني شخص مجنون يعني. هذا الرجل يا اخي المفروض ما يشرب به زي الرئيس لانه سياسات ما مركزه. عنده مشاكل مع اوروبا حصل عليه عنده مشاكل مع فنزويلا عنده مشاكل في حدود مع مكسيكو عنده مشاكل في كوريا الشماليه.
In your opinion, you don't think this sanction is going to have any impact? ما بكون عنده أي تأثير
nothing because sanction موجود في العالم منذ سنة 79. إيران عملوا sanction من 79 لكارثة الاقتصاد.
وأنت بتساوي نفس مع إيران؟ جنوب السودان بتساوي نفس مع إيران؟
خلاص نقول لك دول بسيط برضه السودان منذ 86 لكارثة عنده sanction وما يتعاصر.
ما 86 1997
في تأثير أصل في تأثير لكن ما بوصل المستوى إنه الدولة مثلا تكون مثلا الحكومة تقاول كده ما بتأثر لأن نحن عندنا بدائل مثلا بدائل كتار جدا جدا ممكن. نعم
زي شنو مثلا البديل بتاعك؟
نعم في بدائل
جونكور
عشان دول يقع
المورد
عشان دول يقع يا أستاذ جونكور نحن المورد بتسعى على اساس يعني اول حاجه
يا ما حسن
يعني مثلا الدخل الغوي هنا
nothing else.
لا ما اوليا يس اوليا مهم جدا في السودان ومثل نسبه 60% لكن في 40% من دخل القومي موجود. نحن عندنا ضرائب نحن عندنا اراضي زراعيه ربنا ادانا له. نحن عندنا سياح يعني ملايين الخواجات كل يوم يعني في قروش يا كامرد في قروش.
ما دود ضرائب ده بيجي نتيجه شنو؟ لان السيوله الوحيد في country is the oil because these companies are the one that bringing the سيوله اللي هو
I told you oil is 60%. اويل ده نسبه 60%، لكن في 40% برضه دخل
98%.
موجود حتى لو اويل وقت
Let me correct
سواء
your
السودان ما
information.
بيقى يا كمان.
98%. Oil is 98%, brother. نقول حاجة.
نو يا مكتوب قدامنا. انا هسه قاعد في الويب سايت بتاعت هنا وزاره الذين وزاره الاقتصاد السودان بالنسبه للاويل في السودان 60%، وحتى البنك الدولي قال برضه احترم بانه نسبه 60% من دخل جنوب السودان هو البترول.
انت قلت عندك
حتى لو فرضنا مثلا انه
I want to tell you something, brother. في واحد شاعر ايراني قال شنو؟ قال it is the rains that grow the flowers, not the thunder. I want you to understand this. It is the rain that grow the flowers, not the thunder. مرة داير أقول لك حاجة. أنت عارف الargument ده. You are not making an argument. أنت supporters الحكومة ناس بيجوطوا وما عنده justification. يعني ما في برنامج أنت بتقدمه. So you need to understand that. عشان كده قبل أنا عملت مقدمة إنه مثلا you need to think about this. الخطوات اليونايتد ستيت ماشيه فيه مع جنوب السودان مع مواطنين جنوب السودان. You need to think نحن ما دايرين نعمل جنوب، نحن ما دايرين بس نعمل سبورت عمياء، زول بس يكون عميان بس يقول يا this is right. والله زي الكلام اللي حصل للعراق. جونكور انت مذكر لمحمد صالح صحاب وكان قاعد بيقول نحن والله قويين ونحن we will defeat them, we will do this. لما نقوم باللجان نزل ذات الميل كان قاعد يعمل في يونايتد بريس كونفرنس وبعد شويه قام جرى. في النهايه what happened to Saddam Hussein? Saddam Hussein, they were the strongest economy in the Middle East ever. They were not even depending only on the oil. الحاصل شنو انت لو استمعت للمقدمه بتاعي قبل. You need, brother, to support this regime with mental conviction. I'm repeating myself again, Dr. Martin. I'll give you your last word. Go ahead, because you have in the view.
داير اوريك حاجه. اول حاجه ما الحكومه ده حكومه اساسا حكومه قويه جدا جدا. انت محظوره جونكور، انت ما مشيت السودان more than 30 years، بعدين ما بتعرف ظاهر بيحصل في جوبا شنو، فقط انت عندك معلومات يعني قالوا قولنا. لكن الحكومه ده حتى لو كان وقف شركات البترول الحكومه ما بتبقى حكومه قويه جدا جدا يعني وراه الشعب. هسه انت بتتكلم في السوشيال ميديا يا جونكور، لو انت مشيت جوبا انت بتحير يعني just imagine شو السودان اذا كان نازل حازه الحكومه الشعب ما واقف وراه. كان وقع قبل 5 سنوات. فانا اقول شنو دقيقه
المعنى في السوشيال ميديا ده ما شاء.
لا خلينا نتكلم كمان مع السوشيال ميديا. انت اصلا نحن عملنا استبيان، لو عملنا هسه استفتاء بتجد انه مثلا يعني موسم برضه بتاع support that most than rebel you know. So انا داير اقول شنو يا برادر، الامريكا عنده مشكله مع سكشن في العالم، يعني مع روسيا، مع تشاينا، مع السودان، مع سوريا، مع ايران، مع حتى كوريا الشماليه. يعني هذه دول من 79 لكان راسها في سانكشن but they are not failed country. So انتوا تكلموا وتفرعوا انه جنوب السودان هيقع، لكن ده حلم وحلم كويس. انتوا
حل. So you are comparing. So you think
كير مياديد ما كير مياديد ما بي.
You think you're gonna survive?
دقيقة. No, we are not surviving. So Sudan became.
Kir is gonna survive.
Doing very well. أسمع أنت ما أول حاجة أنا بطلب منك شيء واحد هاي بسيط بس. أنا دايرك تزور السودان بعدها أنت على رجع نحن نتكلم في السياسة بكون أفضل. لأن because مجرد معلومات wrong and then you go out saying that no regime ما regime. So Sudan يقولون 99% is supporting this government. So it your respect has. Like oh كمان we respect you too. يعني ما قاعدين نقول نشجع ساكت. نحن ما يعني ما شوف صغار ولا نحن جايين من عارفين شنو بيحصل في الدولة. دولة قوية ونسبة 60% من البترول.
If you are making sense to yourself, you will not even support Kir regime because Kir is so brutal.
Why you think I'm wrong?
With all things that I mentioned to you. Let
me ask you one question. Why support? Let me focus. It has a goal. Kir must go. What's next? Just give me the main point. Lo Kira today, I must go today. What's next?
What next? We are going to form, an interim period.
You are going.
Listen. South Sudanese are going to write a permanent constitution. ويكون في national census وبعد كده يكون في انتخابات برلمانيه ويكون في انتخابات رئاسيه ويكون عندنا بروجرام لايكونوميك.
شغالين فوق
لا هو فيجن ما عنده فيجن. This country is moving to nowhere. Yeah, I give you the answer. I give you the answer.
ما قلت لك اسمع ما انت كلام قاعد اقول فوق حسدا نحن دول منظم في مؤسسات حكوميه في برلمان في دستور اوكي في executive. What's the problem؟ يعني ماشي انتخابات تعال راكم انتخابات.
So is it enough? Is it enough؟ يكون في وزارات، يكون في وزارة دفاع، يكون في وزارة خارجية، يكون كده. That's enough؟ ولا يكون في development، يكون في مويه نظيف، يكون في مستشفى، يكون في مدرسة، والناس يكون في security؟ ده مو حاجات، ده مقاومات الدولة.
نحن هسه حاليا انا بكلم معك جونكور، انا بكلم معك وانا جاي من السودان قريب. The difference between you and me here, you are just getting wrong information and I'm tell you reality. انا بكلم معك في مويه، في طيارات شغال 24 اور، عندنا كل سفارات موجود في امريكا في السودان بما في نظام سفير بتاع يو اس موجود في امريكا. اذا كان السودان فيل كونتري ايفن امريكا ما بكون موجودين في جوبا. Come on man. Just درس لك معلومه هذه الحكومه بيقى إلى في حدا واحد، في حدا نمشي انتخابات والشعب يجيب زول جديد. Otherwise you just talk but solution map. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Martin. Thank you, Dr. Martin, for coming on today. It's good to have you, my brother. Enjoy your guests there in Copenhagen. Okay.
Take care. Okay, bye.
Okay. All right. That's Dr. Martin from Copenhagen. As usual, you know, Akuma Kwais, Akuma Bitana, and so on. And the viewers of Concerned Citizen of South Sudan, you know what is right and what is wrong. So let's go ahead and see who else, you know, has requested bring you on board. So, and again, I'm still here waiting for MP from South Sudan National Legislative Assembly, Ngongdeng Gum. Please, if you are here, send me a request so I can bring you on. We have some questions, you know, as a parliamentary, as someone that representing my district, we have some question for you. Please request if you are already here. Okay, and if somebody aware that MP Ngongdeng Gum is here online with us, just, you know, alert me, let me know so I can bring him on board. Let me go ahead here and request this. Okay. Now I'm going to go to Uganda. Brother Pule Gao, I'm calling you right now. I hope the network will cooperate so you can make your perspective as well. Okay, go ahead and answer, Pule. Yeah, I know. I understand, brother. Yeah, Yunus. He's a diehard. You know, Dr. Martin actually is a diehard of support of the Kir. I know he's hoping that he will get some position. You know, one day he will get called because he has been defending, you know, this regime forever. But the thing is, it doesn't have any argument to make. That's the problem. You know, it doesn't have argument to make. You know, so. Well, I think he's study, you know, medical in something has to do with the animals thing. So, Pure, it looked like it didn't work. So let me go ahead here and maybe the network is not okay. Let me do this again. I'm sorry, guys. Be patient. Alphonse Oshala. I'm calling you Alphonse Oshala. Alphonse Oshala, please go ahead and answer. Of course, yeah, you're right, Teresa. Oshala, please answer. Alphonse, I'm calling you. Okay, I will try again, Pure. Let me see. I hope it's going to work this time. I'm calling you now. Please answer. I'm calling you, please. Okay, let me go ahead and try someone else. So Ushala didn't work. I will try you, Silvio. Hello. I hope the net will work fine. Go ahead, brother. Silvio.
مرحبا. أهلا جونكور. والله أنا مقصود أنا عشان تودي لنا فرصة ده كل يوم يتقاعد تقفلني برا ما لقى يا أخوي.
لا أنا ما قاعد أقفلك برا يا لادو. It's okay. لأنه system sometimes, you know, bad.
كرانا بيجي سال بكر ده ربنا قفلني برا يا جونكور. كرانا بيجي سال بكر برا قفلني برا.
No, I know sometimes you are like a god too. I know, you know, your viewers like a god too. But it's okay. Here, this platform for all South Sudanese. You know, whether you support government or you're rebel or you are independent minded. We don't have any problem with anyone. But I know sometimes, you know, Silvio, you are like a god. One day you will say something, then the other day you will say something, and that's not right.
Dr. Martin Guy Jennanak. Dr. Martin Guy Jennanak mean Kawahagen.
Go ahead, brother.
المشكلة
you know
هذا كده. أنت سؤالك بيقول إنه يعني سالفة كير لازم تمشي.
Yes.
وثانية إذا سالفة كير مشى هل يكون في فراغ في دولة جنوب السودان؟ ده كان سؤال بتاعك الأول. أوكي.
ده السؤال الأول.
Yeah. سالفة كير.
How are we going to deal with that?
Yeah. سالفة كير عنده 2 طريقة عشان تطلع برا من حكومة جنوب السودان. أول فأول باتفاقية الموجودة في أثيوبيا. ده واحد. إذا كان يتفق معارضة زي كلام جبرت ذكرته إنه معارضة لازم يكون في اتفاقية عشان يكون عنده قوة كبير عشان يشيلوا سالفة كير برا من رئاسة جنوب السودان. في اتفاقيات الدر يمشي في أثيوبيا. إذا لو السلام طلع سالفة كير برا من الحكومة هيكون في حكومة انتقالية، والحكومة الانتقالية بيتبع الدستور الدائم وناس يمشي في انتخابات ونختار رئيس جديد لشعب جنوب السودان. ده واحد. نمرة 2 عشان سالفة كير يمشي وهو يرفض السلام القائد في أديس أبابا، هو يرفض السلام ده ويرجع في جنوب السودان والحرب تستمر في جنوب السودان until إما سالفة كير يسال بقوة أم لا. نمرة 3 الانترناشنال كوميونيتي لو شاف إنه كل القاعدين يحصل في جنوب السودان بيمشي لحقوق الإنسان human right violation، then بيدخل تدخل عسكري عشان to remove سالفة كير برا من رئاسة جنوب السودان. يبقى هنا الكل الثلاثة ديل سالفة كير ما بيكون موجود، ما إنه هيكون في فراغ في حكومة بتاع جنوب السودان، لأنه إذا كان بطريقة الانقلاب واحد ينط في كرسي عشان يسيلوا مكان بتاع سالفة كير. إذا كان بانترناشنال كوميونيتي اللي بيطلعوا سالفة كير برا، انترناشنال كوميونيتي عنده بديل عشان يجيبوا بديل بتاع سالفة كير، هما بيشتغل في حكومة بتاع جنوب السودان. إذا كان بطريقة بتاع اتفاقية بتاع أثيوبيا إنه الحكومة الانتقالية جاي عشان يملأ مكان بتاع حكومة في جنوب السودان، يبقى من رأيي إنه ما في حاجة اسمه فراغ في حكومة بتاع جنوب السودان لو سالفة كير مشى. سالفة كير هو المشكلة في السودان من الاتفاقية السلام الشامل في جنوب السودان. صرتوا شعب بتاع جنوب السودان حتى في مخيمات جعانين، ما في دواء، ما في أي شيء في جنوب السودان. يبقى الفراغ ده نحن قاصدين الفراغ ده كيف يعني؟ ما في حاجة اسمه فراغ في جنوب السودان بيقلي سالفة كير، لأن على أساس عندنا فراغ لحد هسه ده عندنا فراغ في جنوب السودان. ما في حاجة في جنوب السودان، ده فراغ حتى ذاته، ده فراغ. عشان ما نمشي كتير نمشي في العقوبات بتاع أمريكا لجنوب السودان. تا أويل. جونكور. أمريكا دعم سلام بتاع جنوب السودان سلام الشامل. دعم أكبر دولة في العالم دعم سلام بتاع جنوب السودان. أمريكا امبارس فوق إنه الشعب بتاع جنوب السودان مش عمل لأنفسهم عملية اللي حصل في جنوب السودان حاليا موت. أمريكا قد امبارس في الكلام ده، يعني سجل ناس في النهاية الناس دي ما اديهم الاحترام، ما ادي الاحترام للأمريكا. لذلك الأمريكا لازم بيمسك بالخطوات. قبل شهر فرض العقوبات، حصل ده فرض العقوبات، ده الخطوات الأمريكا بيمشي فيه عشان تؤاخذ الحكومة في جنوب السودان اللي قاعد يعمل شعب بتاعه معاملة غير حسنة. ده واحد. يعني يبقى في الإخوة بيتخيلوا إنه العقوبات ما بتأثر. نعم تأثير بتاع عقوبات ما مباشرة، ما مباشرة يا أخي جونكور. العقوبات بياخذوا فترة وبتأثر مع حكومة، مع حكومة. أنت لو لاحظت في العقوبات الأول ناس كله طلع مظاهرات، يعني الحكومة جبروا ناس يطلع في مظاهرات. إذا كان أصلا العقوبات ما بتأثر في الحكومة أو في حكومة بتاع جنوب السودان، ليه طلعوا لمظاهرات؟ حاجة ما عنده فايدة ما بتأثر لهم، ليه تطلع لمظاهرات؟ ده الأمر سؤال الحكومة بيسأل ومعيدين بتاع الحكومة كان يسأل، ما تطلع مظاهرات يا أخي، حاجة ما عنده فايدة ما بتأثر معك.
عشان كده يا لادو انا قلت شنو لمدد جبين، انا قلت له في شاعر من ايران اسمه رامي. I got it from أخ عزيز. قال شنو؟ قال it is the rains that grow the flowers, not the thunder. In Cuba, they just make noise, but they don't have any justification that what they're doing is right. Shufta? So it doesn't make sense. That's why I keep talking to my brothers. I keep, reminding them. I remind Brother Agwat. I remind Brother Gwat. I remind Brother Martin. I remind Brother Bolding. I remind Sister Daniela Valentino. I remind all of this that the cost. Remember the cost. Why we fought in the first place. Then harab the Lee. Wa America amalena shunu. Zol kanu mbari sadak. Winta kuta misiba. Ita kunta gargan fil bahar. And rescue you from drowning. And today you come here and say F you. How dare are you? Would you say that to that person, the one that rescued you yesterday? And that's why I read some word from former President of the United States, Ronald Reagan, because it said, we are the only one that, preserve the peace. ما في دولة تانية. No Russia, wala China, wala France, wala UK. They cannot do that. They will watch and people are dying. They don't care. But this big brother, they have spoken. When Susan Rice said, friend in need, friend indeed, friend in need. And if there is anyone out there thinks South Sudan doesn't have a friend, we are here. I'm sorry, I cut you off. Go forward.
Yes. عشان نكمله يا جونكور، عشان نكمله إنه العقوبات بتاع أويل لازم تمشي لجنوب السودان. ما قالوا إنه نحن جنوبيين نكون مرتاحين مع عقوبات دل، لكن الوضع فرض نفسه إنه جنوب السودان، حكومة بتاع جنوب السودان تستحق هذا العقوبات. ناس بيقولوا إنه العقوبات ده يعني الأمريكا فرضوا العقوبات لشركات بتاع إيس وعاوزوا أمريكا، يعني عاوزوا جنوب السودان لازم يمشي في ويست اللي هو الدول الأوروبية. ده مفهوم غلط جونكور، ده مفهوم غلط. لأنه إذا كان الشاينيز وكل الشركات اللي بيشتغلوا في جنوب السودان في أويل، هم بياخدوا الأويل ده كله، بيشيل الأرباح بتاع أويل، وباقي القروش الفضل وبيسلم لحكومة بتاع جنوب السودان وبيقسم لأنفسهم، والشعب بتاع جنوب السودان يموت. ما بالك إنه نادي أمريكا يفرضوا سانكشن والشركات كله ولا
Sorry, Silvio, I hope it's going to work. Continue your thought before I let you go.
Yeah. خلينا نكمل.
صورة مقلوبة.
يعني والله انا ما اعرف كم بتاع. المهم خلينا نكمل. خلينا نكمل عموري. يا ماشي غلط. يعني
اوكي.
يعني امريكا تاخذ 50% وشعب جنوب السودان ياخذ 50% ونحن نرتاح في اويل بتاعنا، بدل ما شاينا وبعد من الشركات يشيلوا كله ويوزعوا باقي القروش ودي للحكومه بتاع جنوب السودان ويتمتبوا وفي فنادق وكل محلات. يبقى نحن عندنا حق، نحن بنفرح مع عقوبات الامريكيه الفرضوا لجنوب السودان مشكله بتاع اويل. نحن بنتمنى ان العقوبات دي يتاثر للحكومه بتاعنا في جوبا، يتاثر للحكومه بتاعنا في جوبا، هيكون منتج وسلفا كير وحكومات بتاعه كله والناس بتاعه شغالين، خليه يمشي يخلي حكومه للمعارضه او لانتخابات النزيهه والدستور الدائم في جنوب السودان.
Okay. Well, Diego, thank you so much, brother, for coming on and giving your perspective. I'm gonna let you go. So the list is so long. It was great to have you on the show today. في كلام تاني تقوله لأنه خلاص. I'm gonna let you go and call somebody else, okay?
Thank you. This is only my bit.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming on today. Yeah. All right. Go ahead here and see the list. It goes on and on. I'm sorry, you know, the technology is hard sometimes, you know. And yeah, so yeah, I saw you there again. Let me try this brother again. I have been trying, but it wasn't going through. But I hope it's gonna work. I'm calling you right now, Ochala. Please go ahead and answer. Richard, I'll get with you soon. I'm trying to get into you actually. If you don't put it the vertical way, it's not gonna work. Okay, Richard, I'm calling you. I'm calling you. What's going on? I try everybody. It looked like something wrong here. I'm calling you Madud. That's a different Madud though. So that's decline. James, I'm calling you right now. All right. Welcome on board, brother. كيف الحال؟
جونكور.
Alhamdulillah. It looked like people are having a hard time, you know, عشان يعمل answer في video.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
دارين يعملوا حاجة ده. كان خليه دخل يا. Yeah.
لكن بطول طبعا it doesn't have to be like that every day. So
yes.
Go ahead, brother.
Yeah. طبعا سؤالاتك واضح. أنا حال زمان مرحلة تأخير كان ماشي انتهى وخلي باكيوم شنو يحصل في الجنوب. هل ده بيكون أحسن ولا ما أحسن؟ فأنا مرحلة تأخير كان ماشي انتهى لابد يكون باكيوم ده يسدو عشان كان ما صدوا باكم ده بلد هيكون في قياس زي ما حصل في ليبيا. هنا لابد ندرس حاجات اللي حصل في العالم. زمن قذافي شالوه برا وكان ما في زول جاهز.
Okay, Sebit, no problem.
ليبيا ماشي. يس. ليبيا ماشي في قياس كويس. لا حتى ليبيا ما معروف محتاجة لوين. فلابد منه هنا وجود بتاع طلوع بتاع كير، يكون في زول جاهز اللي بقدر يملى باكم بتاع كير. ده كده بلدنا بكون فيه استقرار.
نعم.
ده واحد. نمرة 2 هنا وجود بتاع حظر الاقتصادي.
حظر بتاع اويل.
حظر الاقتصادي بتاع اويل. بتاع اويل بتاع كمباني دايز. فاصلا هنا نعم هيكون تاثير لحكومه عشان اويل ده بعد كده الكمباني دايز هيقول نفوسهم هي امريكا عمل لنا حظر، فانت لابد كده سعر يكون سعر ارخص. يعني اذا كان الجالون او البرميل كان ب 30 ولا 40 دولار، البرميل هينزل يا استاذ، وبعد كده هم يشتروا بارخص اسعار. فاصلا هم بيمشي عشان اذا بس نشوف ما كان حصل حظر في السودان، لكن تشاينا كان لسه شغال كويس. فهنا كان لكن السعر كان تحت.
نعم. Go ahead. James Joke, I don't know what happened to your network. It looked like something went wrong. And see if that's possible to finish your thought before I let you go. James, انت طلعت برا مرة واحد. I cannot see you anymore. So. I cannot see you anymore. So, okay, let me go ahead and get this brother in. What? Okay. Atilio, can you request me, please? لأن الليست هنا بقى طويل و if you are ready. Sure, I can do that as well. But Aterbang requested. Let me go ahead and check here if he requested. I can bring him on. Aterbang, you didn't send a request. Just send a request, please. Yeah, Ater did send requests. Aterbang is not there, so okay, I'm gonna go. Welcome on board, brother.
Hello.
هاي كيف الأخبار؟
تمام الحمد لله. أخبارك؟
الحمد لله. تفضل يا أستاذ تيليو. مواضيع مهمة جدا. مواضيع سخنة جدا اليوم. You know. Yeah.
سواء بس خليك معي بس.
No problem. Yeah, just fix yourself. ما في مشكلة. When you are ready, ما في مشكلة. Now we can go forward.
Sure.
Sometimes can. If it's ready, just let me know.
That's very good music there. Okay.
Oh, it looks like you mounted now. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Good to see you and hear from you again.
Thank you.
It's a good topic always. You know, we are ahead of the business as usual.
We are concerned.
It's a good topic.
We are so concerned. Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah. So you want to echo the topic so I can start from where?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I can go ahead and do that because we have so important. Like I said, the oil issue actually came in 2 days ago, but I was prepared for if key regime, okay, went up or whatever, it left. Are we going to have a power vacuum, and how are we going to deal with that? That was the first question, okay, and also the issue, the impact of the oil sanction. What is the impact?
Okay, very good.
Yeah,
good point. Yeah, I'm going to be brief as usual, and as I said, it's a good topic, and
no problem.
I think for Kiir to exit, or
will South Sudan have a lasting peace?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I think this issue has been echoing a lot in the regions and internationally and at home as well. That's why we have war in the country right now.
Correct.
Some folks see it from different angles as Kiir being problems and regime being a problem and human greediness being a problem and tribalism. And we talked about tribalism last week. That is something that introduced to the politics, tribal politics to South Sudan by Kiir administrations. Now, let me tackle one at a time with the oil issue. And I mean the sanction on the oil companies or related oil companies that are dealing with the South Sudan. This is a very tough one. People don't need to undermine this. And,
yes.
And people, your previous speaker, Madut, the supporters of the government, was trashing the sanction as something is undermining that it's not going to do anything. They have a lot of resources, they have a lot of avenues, they have a lot of ways how to deal with this sanction, and that's a pure lies, because government of South Sudan, 97% depend on oil revenue. To run the institution, to run the army, to run everything, to feed themselves, to feed their pockets, is all depend on oils, 97%. Right. And why these sanctions going to be tough on the government? If you recall Sudan before the secession, there is a Calgarian company, the Canadian company called Talisman. Talisman is based in Western Canada. This company was doing a business with the government of Sudan. It was giving them a lot of hard currency, and they will take that hard currency to go to Eastern Europe, buy weapons, sophisticated weapons, to go on to continue the war in South Sudan, to kill the innocent people. And guess what? What happened was Americans and some other human rights organizations and South Sudanese in diaspora, including us here. I actually happened to participate in those protests against the Talisman. And Talisman stopped the operations, oil dealing with the Sudan, and guess what? Sudan has to force itself to go to sign the CPA. That's why we have the CPA that led to birth of Sudan. This is going to be very tough on the government. That's one. Second to that, if you, with the arm embargo, people were saying that there is a backdoor deals, black markets, and you name it, and we were confronting United States. And I don't know, United States is a superpower, and you have to see yourself in the region first in order to compare yourself with those. You said a very good point, Iran, for example. I don't see South Sudan comparing itself to Iran. Iran is a superpower and is a threat to the United States. That's why the United States is behind them like that. So you can't compare South Sudan to them. Iran depends on many things, including the oil. The oil reserve that Iran has can multiply our oil 10 times even.
Correct.
So there is no way you can compare. They can survive that. North Korea can survive the American sanction, but South Sudan, I don't know. That's why confrontation of the United States, unless you have plan B and C and A, how to deal with them. And if you don't have them and you're just making outcry for the public consumptions, just wait a minute, you will see what will happen. And this oil sanction is going to have a big, big bite. And that unless the regime center in Juba need to think twice. This is not us. This is American. They have their interests. I may agree. I may disagree with you a little bit. United States didn't went there to South Sudan to help South Sudanese because you are tall and beautiful people. No. It's all based on foreign policy and foreign interests. They have their interests there. They invested a lot of money in their interests. And you come now, dish them, just go to China. I don't think that's going to sit well with any Americans. Barack Obama said that. in 2014 or 15, he said, what's happening in South Sudan right now is a threat to American national interests. That was Barack Obama. Barack Obama is a mild president. And you have this giant, Donald Trump. Give me a break. Just let it see and what will happen. Now comes to the issue of...
you're right, Attilio.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is a threat to national interest of the United States, security-wise too, because if South Sudan, that they invest $11 billion, you know, and they pressure al-Bashir to sign a CPA and have a comprehensive agreement, and issue of referendum can go through, and all of a sudden, our leader, they start, you know, ruling with the chaos. That will lead actually Al-Shabaab and other, you know, terrorist organizations to step in, and that can be a threat, you know, to the security of the United States and the region. But above all, the United States actually stood behind people of South Sudan for so long. You know, this is something that we cannot just, you know, brush it out. People need to know that, you know. Go ahead.
Big time. We need to educate ourselves of our history as well, because war in South Sudan started back in 1947. You know, we had a peace in 1972 and didn't work out because the United States wasn't deeply engaged. But
wasn't part
the
of
oil
it,
was, yeah, the oil was discovered in 76 in South Sudan. That's what let Americans go deeply. And thanks to Torjon, he was a wise man, and he said, well, so this is our interest of people of South Sudan. If American can do that, why not? So American involvement is not just recently with the China things. No, this is go deeply. And Americans deserve a credit for secession of South Sudan. Everybody knows that. Even sometimes they refer to America as
they say
midwife,
a bully,
you know.
Yeah,
no, the midwife. And now we're turning to call America as a bully, and Donald Trump is this and that. We are about to celebrate. I was actually crossing my finger for South Sudanese not to go on the street to support Donald Trump's in Juba Street.
But they did.
Almost, you know, that was, that was like very shameful, you know. And now see, that's what they said. Don't count your chicken before the hatch. You are just speaking loud. Donald Trump is this and that, and look what he did now.
Well, the thing
is a big one.
The thing is, our people don't understand. American foreign policy is different than domestic. You know, a lot of people don't understand this because foreign policy, it has a setting and it's very, very, very clear. Right.
That's right. There is some specific department within the United States government deal with this. It's not Donald Trump. Donald Trump can leave today, but
no,
the course of action is going to be the same. See, Barack Obama was saying South Sudan was a threat to their national interest. What's happening there? And see Donald Trump now. And these are two different presidents. And see, so it's better for us as people of South Sudan to put our house in order. I know these sanctions are going to hurt the country. It's going to hurt the institutions to the zero level. And we're going to start from the scratch. It's not easy. But I don't know how come people didn't see this coming. We're just confronting United States, confronting international community. And, but, you know, it is what it is. It is unfortunate, you know, but it's going to happen now. Maybe Juba has plan B and C and how to deal with this is something remain to be seen, you know, but it is what it is. If the oil sanction can deter Sudan, and by the way, you can't compare Sudan to South Sudan even. People that were justifying Sudan was living with the sanction. Sudan dawla kubra fi al-mantiqa. Sudan is a player. You know,
they've been there for
Sudan is not just.
Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, somebody came online. Sudan is dawla kubra, dawla la siyada fi al-mantiqa Arabiyya wa mantiqa Afriqiya. Is a big player. Is a giant. You know, has a very
actually
with China,
the war with South Sudan, you know, Al-Bashir or Mu'tamar Watan have used it in a way that actually the Arab world, they were, you know, supplying him with cash money, with weapon, with everything, you know. And that's why they survived, because Iraq used to bomb South Sudan. Libya used to bomb South Sudan, okay? They are getting money from Qatar. They are getting money from Saudi Arabia. All these years, you know. But to come here today and say, oh, North Korea survived sanction, Iran survived sanction, so we're going to survive sanction. I think that's why I told my brother, you know, you are supporting this thing with no mental conviction whatsoever, because it doesn't make any sense.
That's actually is a bullshit, because, you know, even though Sudan was under the sanctions, Sudan fought the war in Darfur with a weapon that bought from countries like Canada, for example. And this is something people need to understand. So I live in Canada here. Canada is regarded as a peacekeeping country, has the troops everywhere. But on the other hand, if you look at it from different angle, Canada is the 5th in the world in military hardware selling. Is selling military hardware, number 5th in the world. So these are all politics, you know, and everyone can deal with Sudan no matter what. And we've seen that, you know. But thanks Americans and other friends and South Sudanese, their bravery and their intelligence led to the birth of South Sudan. That being said, and however, let's come now to the point of President Kiir exiting the scene, the political scene in South Sudan. What the power vacuum or a constitutional vacuum will occur. It depends how it's going to exit. And this thing has been echoed in East African bloc, you know, that President Salva Kiir and Dr. Riek Machar are supposed to exit the scene for stability to come. This has been said internationally, regionally, and internally as well. This is true and this is facts. We don't need to just run around the bush, you know. There is a lot of people being in that situations. Abdel Alier, you remember in South Sudan politics, used to be in that position as well, you know, until Joseph Lago took over. And we know what happens. Who allied themselves with Joseph Lago, even from Dinka himself, parliamentarian from Dinka, you know, they were sided with Joseph Lago in order to bring Abdel Alier down. So President Salva Kiir is a champion. He's a champion. He fought. He's a freedom fighter. He joined the movement. He fought to liberate South Sudan. He witnessed the referendum of South Sudan. These are all good things. You don't want to trash them because of the presidency that is not working. Look now, the country, the situation is very bad. Himself, he said it when in inauguration of the Minister of Finance recently appointed. He said that there is no immediate short-term or long-term that will solve the problem. I don't know how people want to read that unless president have to raise his hand and say that, you know what, I failed. This is another way. When you come and say there is no immediate short and long-term solution to the situation, this is a failure. This is a demonstration of failure. People need to understand that. Those who are supporting just for the sake of the support, we need to understand that President had spoken. President Kiir is a good guy, but it doesn't have what it takes to get the country out of this crisis. This truth has to be said, you know.
And that's why, that's why, Brother Achilio, that's why here in the social media or international community, he has been asked, the country is heading to nowhere because he has been there since 2005. There is no national project. There is no building. There's nothing moving forward, you know. And that's why if you fail, then allow others to take care of the situation. But he's not. Even though Germany offered him, you know, asylum. You remember, you know, back last year, Germany offered him that he could come and stay in Germany, and no one is going to go after him. But he refuses. He refuses.
And this is exactly what happened with a country that like South Sudan, and given the civil war that took place, there is a blood of innocent people in the hand of the people, and this alone can play a role in this. President Kiir right now, it sounds like a president who has been hijacked. There is people around there who want to keep him there to milk the cow. Who's the cow? Is the South Sudan. South Sudan became a cash cow. That's why this sanction is going to get some bite over there too. You know, the arm embargo, people said, well, okay, we will go and buy weapons through black market. Now, okay, America now went after the dollar. What are you going to use in the black market? You're going to borrow a weapon to continue the war? I don't think so, because those gun dealers, if you don't have cash, they wouldn't even talk to you. You know? Yes. Yeah. So people need to understand that. We not because we don't like President Kiir as a person to leave the power. The country is suffering. President Kiir is a good guy. He's a good champion. He's a good leader. But what do you do to the good champions? For the people who can read the notion of the championship? When you see your champion is being beaten and is not performing well, what do? You just come close to him and say, Sham, it's about time to hang a glove. It's about time. That's one you love. But when you let your champion to be beaten like that, President Kiir doesn't deserve this, to come and in front of people in inauguration of the Minister of Finance and say that, you know what, there is no any immediate action, there is no any long-term or short-term solution to the economic crisis in the country.
And at the same time, Alice, he has tools in hand. He can set up a roadmap for the country to get the country out of this mess. He can do it, you know.
He can do it.
He's talking like someone that doesn't have any option, but there is an option, absolute option, to solve this problem right now, right there.
Yeah, Yeah. See, that's a very good point right there. That's what brings us to what type of leadership that President Kiir is. President Kiir is a reactive leader. Is reactionary. He waits for things to happen and then react. And unlike others, like Dr. John is proactive. He's a head of business. He kind of know, okay, when this situation happens, we're going to deal with it in a certain way. This brings us back again to what kind of leadership is this. President Kiir is the kind of president that wants people to go and then he follow from behind. But there is some of the folks follow and then people follow him. These are all are there to be demonstrated by the leader. But President Kiir, I know it's very tough for folks. Folks call you sometimes as a rebels. Folks call you as inciting violence when you say President Kiir is failure and it's about time to rescue the country. One thing will happen is this: if President Kiir, and I want President Kiir to be part of the process as well, for him to exit the scene. And he's going to exit the scene no matter what, because he's not a dinosaur. He's a human being. Yeah. For whatever reason, he may not be there tomorrow. So what will happen? Correct. He may not be, tomorrow or tonight, he may not be there. And you know what? Confronting the United States has a lot of consequences. That's something that people need to put in mind too. Because if you can call back in the 80s what happened to that South American country, Noriega, or what is his name? I forgot. Panama, yes. In Panama. So confrontation of the superpower. And Haiti. Yeah, Haiti also. So confrontation of the superpower has a lot of consequences, and people need to keep in mind as well. All this, Russians and Chinese, they don't give a damn, they're just there after their business, No. So what will happen when it depends what kind of vacuum we're talking about. This is a constitutional vacuum. It's not going to leave just like that. And now South Sudan is become, agenda to IGAD, international community. By the way, IGAD have a lot of say in our future, because the Security Council said whatever IGAD will say, this is what we will obey with. This is what we'll use as a roadmap. And remember, United States and Troika, Great Britain, Norway, and United States, they told African unions in the Libya crisis. Somebody brought Libya as an example. They said we need an African solution to Libya crisis. This African went there with a proposal. They said, well, Muammar Gaddafi will leave the power, but we need about 3 to 2 months. They said, you know what? That's bullshit. They just went straight and attacked Libya. So they will play with you. They will be patient with you. When the patient ran out, they will crush you. And now, what is the solution to South Sudan? South Sudan has a lot of expertise, Exactly. There's a lot of people that educated in North, in East Africa, in Europe. We can come up with the government of the technocrat. Correct. Government of expertise. Happen in many different, happen in Lebanon, happen in Italy with Berlusconi crisis. Tunis, in Tunis. Yeah, in Greece. That's to put up some measures because the country was just run left and right. There is no any proper plans in place to run the country sufficiently. So that's something that can run the country to the election. Technocrat expertise. يعني ما تجيب لي واحد من seminary تبقى وزير الدفاع. جيب واحد expertise in the field, knows what he's doing. Exactly. ما كل منصب سياسي. شايف كيف؟ وزير ممكن يكون منصب سياسي، لكن نائب الوزير لازم يكون انسان from the field itself. ليه ما ممكن تجيب لي استاذ اللغه العربيه تعمله وزير العدل. شايف كيف؟ So this is what we need. Kiir, as Riek Machar now is not in the scene, President Kiir need to exit the political scenes for things to take place. If people and the regions see Kiir as a problem, and it is, by the way, I agree 100% with you, Kiir become problems. The problem, I used to support the government, and my support is not just only for the sake of the support, talking on social media and write some article. No, I did it personally. When the war broke up, I was running an organization called Sudan Humanitarian Relief Organization, based in Canada here. I shipped medical supply from Canada by airplane to Juba, Bor, and Malakal. This is the real support. I was supporting my people of South Sudan. I'm not supporting President Kiir himself, So, and when I saw things, the trends of the events are not going in the right directions, I said, you know what, I have to suspend. So what do you do as a Muwatin or citizen of the country? You suspend your support until the right government come, and then you resume again. I suspend my support because it's not working. It's not working. So it's about time for President Kiir, the champion, to leave, to exit the political scenes and let the reform take itself and rescue the country that he fought for the last 20 years.
Well, Brother Attilio, it's always a pleasure to have you. Very articulate, thoughtful. Thank you so much. You propose and you bring a solution as well. But I hope they are listening and they are hearing what we are saying, because this is what's supposed to happen. You know, you cannot say
Absolutely.
that, oh, we run out of cash, we run out of everything, and we don't have a short-term, a long-term solution. At the same time, you have solution in your hand. You are the leader of the country. You can set up a roadmap. And right now, you can do that and say, hey, I'm not going to run for an election. Let's do this. So for generation to have a country, and country that, you know, just prosper, you know, a development.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It's not. It seems like it's not. And that's why all these sanctions, the result of the sanction, because they are not listening, brother. And our brothers, you know, like Madud and others, they need to know that America or all international community, they have tried everything just to help their people. Imagine you are the president and your people are dying every single day. They are dying from hunger. They are dying from disease, the war that you created. You are jailing them, you know, and you don't want to do anything. And others are the ones that say, hey, yesterday you were fighting for these people. And look what's happening now. Don't you have a feeling? Don't you have a feeling that these people are dying? Why are you doing that? Someone coming, neighbor, from far away, they are not even neighbor, and they are talking to you. And they are helping you. And you want to take the money that they are helping you, use it for your own interest. What kind of human is that? And that's why they have to restrict the oil, because the money from the oil is the one that's fueling the war. And maybe
hang on a second.
Because some people, they understand in a hard way. Some people, you can talk to them and say, hey, do this and do this, they will do it. They will take advice. But some people, unless the hard situation comes, and they will say, oh, now I should listen. And that's what I see here.
Hang on a second. Yeah, hang on a second. There is someone here just wrote a comment that he was surprised to see people that who are supporting Kiir are criticizing Kiir now. Welcome to politics. If this, you don't know if the politics functions, you know. I said it that I used to support the government, and there is a reason why I stopped supporting the government, because of the trends of the events and how things are going. And now, if you go back, if you rewind the political scene in the Republic of South Sudan, you know, the power struggle that happened between President Kiir and Dr. Riek Machar. Riek Machar was the kind of person that have second thought about him, until he had an interview in BBC when they asked him, are you want to be a president? And he said, yes, in short. From that point, I said, you know, I'm done with this guy. Because that is the contradicting. Because when you said that you're fighting to reform the country, to bring the democracy, the democratization of the institution, and now you want to be president. If you would have said that, if people of South Sudan want me to be a president, I will go. I will. You know, that's will bring you back to the issue of you know, power struggle.
You know what, Attilio, that make me laugh. Do you know why? Because it seems like those leaders, they are lacking, you know, political experience, because they don't know how to word, you know, to put words sometimes, you know, they can get away from the trick question, you know. Imagine, yeah, the way you put it is right, you know. You wanted to be leader. His intention to be a leader. But you cannot just come there and say, oh, yes, you know. At least you can say, oh, we are doing reform, but if the people ask me to do so, and then that's why Peter Adwang Nyaba came up with the idea that, you know, the nearly behaving thing. And the nearly behaving has the consequences. because sometimes, you know, you need at least to be politically correct. Politically correctness, it helps a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Know? But our people, they are lacking that at all. You know, Seliga, you know,
yeah,
go ahead.
So opposition of Kiir Mayar, it doesn't have to be by default. If Mr. X and Y are opposing Kiir Mayar and I have to oppose, I have to be convinced why Kiir Mayar failed and why Kiir Mayar need to exit the scenes. You know, so that's something some folks need to understand. Now, to wrap it up, the government of technocrat can involve people within Kiir camp as well, because there's some good people within Kiir camp, people that are, you know, professional, expert, and they're doing good. They try to do their best to run institution within the government of President Kiir. People that they may be related to Kiir themselves, they can be part of the technocrat, you know, because we need to rescue the entire country. Country of all of us, including Kir Mayar and Riek Machar. So it is what it is. Let us finally let us have what I always refer to as professional disagreement. Professional disagreement. We don't see ourselves as Dink and Nuer and Shuluk and SPLA-IO and IB and whatever. Let us see them ourselves as South Sudanese. And this is more important right now because the country is in deep crisis and need to be rescued. And if for Kir to exit the scenes, that's the only solution. Let it be. It's not a bad thing. He gave it a try. He gave it a shot. He witnessed the referendum. He's a patient man. He's a very patient man. That's why people are abusing him, actually. So let him step aside and see what the situation presents to people of South Sudan. And again, we through my artworks, and دي أعمال شعرية كتير جدا جدا. ساهمنا في مجال النضال وبرضه في انفصال الجنوب. ويعني وعلى مستوى برضه على مستوى الاقاليم ومناطقنا يعني نحن لنا دور كبير جدا جدا ف we cannot just waste that and don't speak out. And speaking out, it doesn't mean that I'm against my community and against Kir Mayadid and against whoever. I just need change and I need to rescue the country. And I will say today and tomorrow, if this doesn't sit well with anyone, that's fine. It is what it is.
Thank you, Attila. Thank you, man. Very articulate. We are learning a lot from you. Thank you, brother. Stick around, please.
No problem.
Thank you. Well, that's right. We have to speak up. And speaking up is, like Brother Attila put it, is not because you are against, but the facts must be set. الحقائق لازم يقولوا لو ما قلنا حقيقة منو هيقول حقيقة أنت هتنتظر منو يجي يقول حقيقة. We have to accept self-criticism. Okay, solutions are there, Mr. President. You cannot just say, hey, Mafi short-term solution. There is no long-term solution. And there is a solution right there. 12 years, 13 years, you failed all the entire nation. You didn't do any national project. Instead, created a war and people are collided, fighting among themselves. And that's what we are not pleased with that situation. And then there is an agency to fix the situation, right? So let me go ahead and see here so many people that have requested. I believe I have you, Wilson, and I have Charles. Wilson, why don't you just give me a chance here to bring Charles in? Because I know Charles is working right now. Charles, then can you send me a request again? If you are here, I hope you didn't go back to work. You're still waiting for your turn. Charles, are you here? If you are, please send me a request. Send me a request, Charles Deng. Charles Deng, send me a request really quick. If not, and then I'm gonna go for Wilson Lado. Okay, it looks like Charles is right there. Charles, put your phone vertical. Put it vertical. Okay. Put the phone vertical, please, Charles. Would you do that?
Science reaches for the truth.
Put the phone vertical, please, my friend. Or request me. Okay, let me go ahead with Wilson. I'm calling you Wilson now. Wilson Lado. Wilson, put your phone vertical on the side. Put it sideways. Because it seems like it's going, but you're not answering. I don't know what happened, Wilson. I'm trying really hard. Then my dad nazi kuna tabani, kuna boring. Okay, let me do this. Try this guy again. I'm calling you right now. So it's not working? Okay, I'll go back. Let me try you again, Piol, if that will work. Because your network is not good, Piol. They said it can't bring you in. Yeah, I'm trying, Don. I'm trying to call Charles, but Charles is not. Charles, can you please request? Because I see you are here. Go ahead and request, if you hear me. Hit that green button. Okay. I'm trying really, really hard, guys. Okay, it didn't work. Let me go ahead and see. Okay. Are you there? Teresa? I'm trying these guys, but it's not going through for them. Let me try Ustaz Hassan as well. Aterbang is not there, I tell you. I try him, but he's not there actually. You know. Yeah. I don't know what happened to Charlotte's phone. Just Ustaz Hassan, I'm trying to call you too, but I hope you guys can put the phone in a vertical way. I can call him through because it's been so difficult, you know. Okay, let me go ahead and bring you tea because I try everybody, but it looks like it's not going through. I think you should be okay with the technology as well because everybody else I try, but it's not going through.
Yeah, I actually requested you, so I just put in my request. Yeah.
Yeah, and
it worked perfectly.
It went through, yeah, but I tried the others, but it's not going through. So how are you doing today, T. Jackson?
Yes. I am wonderful. I am great.
Okay.
Gee, you guys have a wonderful topic. You know, even though some of the stuff was in another language, you know, but I still enjoyed, you know, watching, and you know that's
the best way. That's the best way for you to learn South Sudanese languages as well. You know.
Oh yes, 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 of course.
So, what is your perspective on my 2 topics today?
Hold on one second. Shut my doors, guys. I can't hear. Thanks. Okay. Yeah, so my perspective you're asking on your topic?
Yes.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Well, I don't want any bad blood. I don't want to boil anybody's blood, but honestly, Salva Kiir is the daddy of South Sudan, and he's my friend Ian McCour's uncle. You know, and I say this over and over again. We don't get to pick who our parents are, you know? So that's pretty much what you got. Those are the cards that you're dealt. So deal with it. You just got to deal with it until his term is up. You know, let him run that country to heaven or run it to hell. It's his choice. He is the father of that land. But I'm Bolgai Ding for life. Bolgai Ding forever.
Okay, T.
Yes.
T.
Yes.
I'm gonna ask you a question here.
Will conquer one day.
Have you ever read about South Sudan? Why South Sudanese fought against the North?
Who doesn't know about South Sudan? I mean, my God, America makes your president look like a maniac. But sister, I think he is
we want to stay
on the
yeah, do you know why we fought with the North? That's my question. Do you know why we fought with the North? Just simple question.
Of course.
Why we fought with the North?
Of course. Everything in life has always been about conquer and territory. And, you know, I mean, they want your stuff. They want your stuff.
So you said we fought because of conquer and the resources. And then what else?
Territory, money, power, respect is the key to life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You are close. You are close enough. Let me say this, T. We, the people of South Sudan, and I am here, Jongkor, sitting here on social media, advocating and talking. We fought against the North's oppressors for justice, liberty, prosperity. These are 3 things that we fought as the people of South Sudan. When we went to the bush to fight the enemy, we didn't go there as a Dinka or a Nuer or a Shiluk or Anuak. Those are ethnic that we have in South Sudan. You may not be familiar with others. Okay? So now we got the country. We got what we were looking for.
I'm a descendant of Queen Sheba. So yes, I know about the land.
So our brother
that's my
turns against the will of the people. So that's why you are seeing this all over. Now, in the United States of America that we are living in today, T, there's a basic human right. There is a basic service. You can talk, you can freedom of expression, you can go to store, no one can, even though you are a beautiful woman, but if someone harasses you, if you call a cop, that person would be in trouble. Am I right or not?
Yes, but what are you going through any different than what my ancestors went through? We built this country on our backs.
So if you call,
you're not going through anything any different.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the basic. I'm saying that the basic. Now you walk to the store, you work at Walmart or Lucky or whatever, you know, store.
Right, but your ancestors,
and then all of a sudden,
your ancestors sent my ancestors out here to be killed.
No, I'm not talking about that.
To be walking to the markets and all of that stuff. We made it through the storm. We made it through the storm when we weren't supposed to. And now y'all are going through something. It's like, why should we care as African Americans Why should we give a damn about what y'all are going through when your ancestors sold our ancestors to their death and didn't give a darn what happened to us? But at the same time, you know, we still love y'all. We still embrace our African brothers and sisters. But you guys aren't going through anything any different. We've been dealing with oppressors for over 500 years. We have been the oppressed for over 500 years. So you're going through something. Welcome to the real world.
Listen, T.
It's life.
You
try to have a conversation.
Listen, sister. Listen, you try to have a conversation.
Yes.
And then we need to have a good conversation that we can understand each other.
Yes.
Now you brought in something. It has nothing to do with our topic.
It has everything to do with everything, because we are you. We are you. We're just we were just born in America.
Yes, I believe that. But listen, I'm trying
and
to
that's why
bring
a lot
this
of
to
African Americans
are
bitter, because you guys don't consider us as one, and that's a shame. That's really sad.
Well, I will have a talk one day regarding that topic, African American and African.
But it's not a different topic. It's the same topic.
Oh, no. I'm saying that, we wanted to have it so we can go more in details because there is, misperception sometimes.
But you coming off like
and we don't want to mix
African Americans ain't over here getting shot. Like we ain't going through stuff. We going through stuff too.
T, we are talking about the issue of South Sudan today, please, sister. We are talking about South Sudan.
South Sudan, what makes you guys Jesus Christ? And, we're not any good. Like, I'm talking about everything that everybody is going through. Everything that everybody is going through should matter. Everything because it's Africans that fled your country. That fled your country from... Okay. All right. Well, if
I really appreciate you.
That's ignorant. That's ignorant if you're not going to hear somebody else's side, because you know what? I came from a different walk in life than you did.
Well,
and my story matters too.
You are changing our topic.
I'm not changing your topic, sir.
We have to be consistent. In what we're talking about.
But you're talking to me like I'm a bathroom with no toilet seat or a lamp with no light bulb when I clearly comprehend what you're saying.
Thank you for coming in, my sister. It was a pleasure to have you in.
You're a control freak, and you should get that checked out. No disrespect, but you are a control freak, and that's a shame. You should hear what women have to say too. I'm a woman.
I'm not talking about slavery today. We are not talking about slavery. We are not talking about that.
You asked me a question. You were supposed to let me answer that, and not ask me to answer it the way you.
But I tried to come. And I tried to give you an answer, and you didn't want. You just chose to go in.
You asked me the question. You didn't let me answer it. That's disrespectful. You don't know what somebody is going to say when you ask them a question. If I'm asking you, let me borrow $5 million, and you say no, I already had a no before I went to you.
But my question, T, was not about slavery. My question was not about slavery. It was not about the difference.
You asked me the question. You were supposed to let me answer it my way.
My question was not the differences between African and African American. My question has something to do with the suffering of people of South Sudan. But you took different direction, and you went to talk about the ancestors and how you have been sold and ancestors and stuff. That's different topic. We can talk about it one day, and I promise you with that. But you don't want to cooperate, my sister. So thank you.
Okay.
And I will have you on again.
So your people is better than us.
Somebody, called and then the phone went out. Anyway, we want to stay in the topic. I really appreciate you for coming in with her own perspective. So I want her to answer me, regarding South Sudan, because actually we were talking about the South Sudan. But it appeared she has other things that to say. We might have, a day, and we can talk the differences between African and African American. That's fine. I'm not ignoring you. You are part of us. You are part of the, South Sudanese community. We will tackle that issue. But I'm trying to enlighten you, to tell you exactly why we fought with the North, and what happened exactly with current leadership, and my sister chose, different way. So no problem. Let me go ahead and see who requested next as well. See, we don't ignore anyone. We bring people in, and that's the good thing. Okay, Edward, I'm calling you right now. Let me do this. Edward, I'm calling you. Please go ahead. Edward, go ahead and answer, please. Yeah, Edward. Yeah. يا اخي المره دي جا من وين انا ما اعرف جاب كلام كده. انا داير اديه فرصه عشان يقدر يتكلم. ماشي جاب لنا كلام بتاع عبوديه. كلام عبوديه ده ما يوم وليله يا اخي. ما ممكن يتكلم يوم ثاني في كلام عبوديه دي يعني. So I'm so sorry. I apologize to my viewers, you know.
So funny, so funny, really.
Yeah. We want to focus on the issue of South Sudan today. The topic is very clear, you know. That's what we are talking about today. So, go ahead, Edward. اتفضل.
كده اسمع.
استري لك عربية أنت. استري لك عربية.
عربية شرف 200 يا أخي. من شاركهم يا أخي.
Oh, that's good. Welcome to America. Okay, brother, go ahead.
Yeah. أول حاجة كده you remind me about the topic.
Sure.
I know you don't like that.
You know,
I know the topic.
Yeah,
Jongkor. I know the topic, and there is like 2 questions. But yeah, you remind me before I go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know.
and that's the guy that
Yeah, أنا ما داير أقول حاجة ده غلط. لأنه طبعا أنا كتبت topic وما عملتلو in the pin today. So
yeah.
So but I can repeat the topic to you. Topic بتاعنا الليلة ده عندنا 2 questions. Like I said, will the lasting peace follow the end of Kir regime, and how will the country deal with the power vacuum? And the third question also, the impact of the sanctions, you know, the oil sanction that United States have imposed to South Sudanese companies. Impact between, you know. So these are 3 questions, brother, that we are talking about today. You know.
شكرا جزيلا.
Good.
بعدين يعني أنا بشكرك بانترودكشن بتاع قبل. كان جميل وقوي خالص.
شكرا.
فعلا يعني ده نقاط مهمة جدا. طبعا لمعلوماتك انه الحكومة الموجود في جوبا الآن الفترة بتاع الانتقالية بتنتهي يوم 17/5/2018 قدامنا ده.
Correct.
معناه يوم 18 شهر 5 الحكومة ما تكون شرعية.
Yes.
ده جانب. الجانب الحاجة الثانية من هنا ممكن نتوقع انه برلمان في نقاش هسه. انا قبل في بعض الناس بيتكلموا انه برلمان ذاتهم عندهم راي انه ما يمدوا الحكومه، ما يمدوا الحكومه لانه زاد البرلمان ما شرعي. البرلمان والحكومه الفترتهم بتنتهي يوم 17 شهر 5. معناه في جوبا ممكن يكون في فراغ دستوري بتاع وجود حكومه شرعيه في جنوب السودان.
ولكن على فكره المفروض الممبر بتاع بارلمان نايب من المنطقه بتاعي ديستريكت المفروض يجي الليله. لان انا كلمت معه يومين الفات فهو قال هيجي. انا ما اعرف الحكايه شنو. كل وقت اننا بنتفق وقال لا هيجي. انا شرحت له اياه قال هيجي. سو عشان كده قبل انا قاعد اتكلم بقول يا اخي نونج قوم if he is available المفروض يعمل لنا ريكوست عشان نقدر نجيبه يعني في الشو. سو جو اهيد.
يا سو ده جانب. فنحن في السيناريو المدمنين متوقعين انه البرلمان ممكن يجيز يمد نفسه بتصويت. طبعا الناس دي ممكن يشتغلوا بالديكتاتوريه وبرلمان يمد فترة. اول حاجه انه برلمان يمد فترته ذاته. ده متوقع انه يحصل قبل يوم 17 اذا مثلا المفاوضات بتاع ريفلايزيشن الماشي يتم في شهر يوم 9 شهر 4 ما نجح، اللي هو اعاده عليه اتفاقيه ما مشت كويس تلقائيا، البرلمان ممكن يمد نفذها. ده واحد. النقطه الثانيه بعد ما البرلمان يمد نفسها بعدك برلمان ممكن يمد الحكومه بتاع يمد فتره الرئاسيه بتاع البريزيدنت كير، وبرضه يعني برلمان برضه ممكن يدخل التعديلات في الدستور. متوقع طبعا كلامنا ممكن يحصل. دوليا احتمال ما يعترف به، لكن في بعض الدول في شرق افريقيا ممكن تعترف بالوضعيه لانه هم ذاتهم خارج الفراغ الدستوري. ده جانب. لكن الفرضيه الاقوى ونحن متوقعين انه الحكومه بعد رجوعهم في شهر 4 لأديس أبابا ممكن يوقعوا اتفاقيه ويلحقوا الفتره الانتقاليه على اساس يكون في شرعيه مقبوله من الحكومه من الشعب وباتفاقيه من كل الاطراف. ده نحن متوقعينه وننتظر السيناريو ده خلال شهر 5. الجانب الثاني بتاع الفراغ الدستوري مثلا ان كيس الليله كير مثلا قدم استقالته او يتنازل، هلا نحن ممكن نتوقع يعني مثلا الفراغ الدستوري ما في فراغ دستوري ممكن يحصل، لانه اذا مثلا كير يتنازل الكير يتنازل رغم والبرلمان غير شرعي ممكن يكلف الغاي، ممكن يكلفوا اي زول ثاني على اساس يدير الفتره الانتقاليه ان كان قائد العام بتاع مثلا الجيش او رئيس البرلمان ان كان طبعا ما شرعي، لكن ممكن ينتخبوا يكلفوا رئيس برلمان على اساس تران ذا كانتري يعني ويزين لحد ما الناس مثلا ممكن تمشي للمساهمه اللي ممكن يتم وزن كل الاطراف، وبعد ذلك تكون حكومه الانتقاليه، وبعد ذلك الحكومه الانتقاليه تجهز للانتخابات. وطبعا الانتخابات هسه في جنوب السودان ما يعني ما تنجح لحاجات كثيره. طبعا الشعب لسه متشرد في كل الدول بتاع الجوار، في عدم الاستقرار، السلاح منتشر في اعياد المواطنين، فمحتاج انه الحاجات دي كلها يعاد
ترتيبه
ضبطها ويتم جمع السلاح. النقطة الثانية المهم هو اللي انت قلته قبل اللي هو الزيادة بتاع الخير. أنا قاعد نتكلم إنه كير يمشي كير يمشي لأسباب منطقية جدا. أول حاجة يا جونكور، كير خلال فترته الرئاسية فشل في إدارة دولة اسمها جنوب السودان. كويس؟ نعم. كير الآن يعني أنت لو لاحظت الخطاب بتاعه قبل يومين بموضوع أنا في فويس بتاع الصوت تقريبا أنا رسلته لك. يعني هو اللي بيتكلم فوق إنه يا أخي يعني حتى المعارضه بيفتكروا انه العقوبات الامريكيه ده ممكن ياثر، والعقوبات دي ما تاثر. الجانب الثاني مرتبات على المواطنين ما في، هاي خلاص قروش ده ما في، اننا نجيب قروش من وين؟ يعني انت الرئيس بهذا المستوى كويس؟ يعني انت الرئيس بتفتكر مش بتقدم ابتكارات، بتقدم بدائل، بتقدم يعني افكار. بعد ذلك انت ذاتك في حاجات كرئيس لو شايف انه وضعنا ما يتأزم اكثر في تنازلات انت ممكن تقدمه مش؟ في تنازلات انت يعني تنازلات ممكن تقدم على الاساس انا لو كير رزول ثاني مثلا الفتره اللي هو قاعد فوق الحاله وصل فوق البلد هسه يفترض تلقائيا يقدم استقالته، يتنازل ويدي السلطه مثلا للزول ثاني يكلف واحد من الناس ده. بعد ذلك الزول ده يكون مستعد انه يتفاوض مع المعارضه في اديس ابابا ويصلوا لتسويه سياسيه شامله في البلد. فكير الان اول حاجه الاقتصاد انهارت كويس؟ اقتصاد جنوب السودان منهار تماما. البنك المركزي حتى البريزيدنت كير زاره قبل يومين الاسبوع اللي فاتت وشخصيا هو قال انه يا جماعه البلد بقى مفلس كويس؟ انه بنك ذاته رن اوت اوف ذا كرنسي، ما في قروش، دولار ده ما في. طيب الباقي تاني شنو باقي معنا بلد يدار بعضلات. النقطه الثانيه برضه حتى كير وكلف فوق الرئيس انه يا اخي يعني في ناس اللي شالوا قروش قاعدين نحاول انه يرجعوا قروش بتاعهم اللي شال ده عشان نقدر نوفر المرتبات للمواطنين وان هاو تو ران ذا كانتري. طبعا يعني حاجات كده شويه طبعا ما بيخش في العقل، ما بيخش في العقل، ولكن وزن المعارضه والحاجات الماشيه كلها نتوقع انه في كل حالتين المعارضه ممكن يصل للتصفيه انه كير يكون قائد رئيس. طبعا ما في خيار لانه الناس دي فشلت انه نشيله برا عسكريا، او فتره بتاع كير فتره الانتقالات تنتهي وبرلمان ممكن يمده وما في زول يتكلم طبعا لانه نظام ديكتاتوري ونظام شمولي ده كله هيمشي. الخيار الثانيه الكلام اللي قلته قبل التاثير بتاع القرارات بتاع
اويل
الفرضاء للاويل للشركات بتاع النفط. طبعا انا قبل شايف المدن دي قادر معه انه ده يعني 3 شركات. طبعا يعني انا ما اعرف هاو، لكن اللي انا داير اقوله لك انه يعني انا ليست ده اي شير ليست قبل في ماي اكونت في فيسبوك 15 كمباني في جنوب السودان. يعني ال 15 الشركات ال 15 كلها يعني هي تتعامل في مجال النفط تم اصدرها، لكن الشيء العقوبات ما اشار له بالمناسبه، وده نقطه مهم في ناس كتار يمكن ما اشاروا له والمتحدثين، اللي هو انه العقوبات يعني ما تم فرض عقوبات للبائعين بتاع النفط ذات اللي بيبيعوا النفط، التجار في الويسترن كانتريز يعني ما فرضوا لهم سانكشن. فده برضه ممكن يكون فيه بايس فوقه كده يعني بنسب لانه طالما انت ما فرضت العقوبات للناس اللي قاعدين يشتروا النفط، والناس دي لسه عندهم حريه التحرك، ممكن يتعاملوا مع الشركات بتاعت النفط الموجوده في جنوب السودان وفي منابر كثيره يعني. قالوا والله ديل ممكن يشيلوا النفط بتاعكم يدوا دو الصومال ويتباع هناك، ما شغالين يعني الاسكامرز النازل كلهم كتار. فده النقطه العقوبات يعني ما اشاروا للناس دي فرض للشركات في جوبا، لكن ما تم فرض عقوبات للشركات الموجوده في اللي قاعد يتعامل مع شركات النفط. تلقائيا هيكون فيها تاثير طبعا، هيكون فيها تاثير على الحكومه، لانه حتى في بعض الغيارات في حاجات كثيره بتمشي من امريكا وكده يعني هيكون ده برضه بيتاثر. فده برضه ممكن ياثر على النسب بتاع تاثير على النسب بتاع البترول. طبعا الناس ممكن يتعاملوا بمليون طريقه تشاينا وات ايفر وبتمشي، لكن التعاملات الرسميه ما بين امريكا والشركات دي والتحويل بتاع العمله الصعبه ده بيحصل فوقه تاثير. يعني اذا الشركات دي ما تلقى الدولار الامريكي والله لا تشتغلوا لنا في جوبا بيوان الصيني يعني الناس يشتغل بالعمله الصينيه كويس. الشركات دي المعروفه في العالم الناس قاعده تتعامل مع الدولار الامريكي. طيب امريكا لما ما يمنع الدولار هي ما تمشي الشركات دي تغير، ما يكون في مشكله انه الشركات دي الخام اللي هم بيشتروه ذاته يعني في خام الشركات دي بتشتريها بيحتاج للدولار امريكي. نعم. هيكون في تاثير للكمبانيز ولحكومه جنوب السودان. ده اصلا ما فيها كلام، لكن طبعا ما بيهمهم لانه حكومه عندهم ريزيرف قروش كثير جدا في الدول الافريقيه موجوده. طبعا ممكن يستخدموا القروش دي عشان يمكنوا نفسهم ويكونوا قاعدين في السلطه يعني. لانه هسه اتل بيجي من البترول يا جونكور والبيجي من عيدان الثانيه من مثلا القطاع بتاع
ضرائب
السياحه وجمارك في المداخل نملي وكايا والباقي المناطق الحدوديه ديل كلها الحاجات دي بتمشي للحكومه على اساس يقدروا يمشوا والجيش وبعض الاحتياجات العسكريه المهمه وكده. فهيكون في تاثير ده ما فيها كلام على حكومه بالذات. اما على المواطن طبعا اوريدي المواطن ده جعان وما عنده اي حاجه تلقائيا اصلا ما عنده مرتب وكده والوضعيه كده هم قبلوا به يعني. يعني يستمروا بالطريقه دي. يعني عندك اي سؤال ثاني؟
والله ده يا اخي دي حاجه غريبه جدا، وده السبب اللي بيخلينا مثلا احنا دائما نسال لما الناس يقولوا قال يا اخي قال ما بيكون عنده تاثير. كيف ما يكون عنده تاثير؟ زي كلام الرئيس اتكلم فيه ده بيقول يا اخي ما في حل. انا كلام ده قبل ما استاذ تيليو انه مثلا يعني we don't have short term and we don't have long term solution. كيف انه رئيس دوله يقول كلام زي ده وفي ايده كل سلطات في ايده كل tools and yet ناس ما فاهمين. انا ما اعرف سلفكير ده اصلا is it he has a mental problem ولا في شنو يعني. مع الاسف يعني انا I don't know what's going on, what's wrong with this person. لانه هو ماشي بلد ماشي is deteriorating، بلد ماشي لورس كل يوم and he's not taking any step, he's not willing and he's the problem, he's the one that caused the war. الوار اصلا دخلنا في المرحله دي ومشكله قاعد يحصل كل يوم وما قاعد يحس. ده في تحليلك انا ما اعرف ده شنو يعني what kind of human and what's going on exactly in his mind what's going on in his mind.
انت عارف يا جونكور يعني انت لو لاحظت حتى وجود بتاع لما نكون الحركه الشعبيه كانت في خلا في شخصيات كده هنا ما كنا قاعدين نسمع به كويس. انا زاروا من الناس في بعض، انا ما اقدر اذكر اسامي بتاع القيادات في خلل، لكن انا ما كنت قارس مع به. هسي جو ظهروا اننا في جنوب السودان وبرزوا بعد وفاه بتاع الدكتور جونكور. ده جانب. الجانب الثاني في غياب بتاع ايديولوجيه، يعني الايديولوجيه الفكريه او ذات المشروع الفكري بتاع الحركه الشعبيه والاهداف الاساسيه بتاع الحركه الشعبيه كان يعني عند ناس معينين فقط. كان عند ناس معينين جدا يا كانوا عارفين ان احنا يعني المشروع بتاع الحركه الشعبيه لتحرير السودان شنو. ومثلا اذا هنا بعد ما طلعنا الدوله، لو مثلا احنا بقينا لقينا الانفصال وبقينا الدوله ده how we run this country، برضه ناس معينين يا كانوا فاهمين. الجانب الثاني مشكله بتاع بريزيدنت كير انه يعني هو اصلا حتى انه الدوله ده ملك حقه، يعني هو طلع جنوب السودان يعني من الخرطوم الانفصال تاني دارته هو، ولازم هو انتوا دايرينه ولا ما دايرينه يقعد يشيل الفتره بتاعه بعدها كده هو من نفسه يقول يا جماعه انا تنازلت ويدي السلطه لواحد من القيادات بتاع الحركه الشعبيه. ده لكن ده الايديولوجيه موجود لدى كير. النقطه الثانيه برضه واحد من التخوفات بتاع كير انه لو انت لاحظت الحرب اللي حصل من 2013 لهنا في فرق كبير جدا للاوراق. فاذا هو يتنازل من دون ضمانات داخل دوله جنوب السودان ومن دون ضمانات ذاته على مستوى المجتمع الدولي، الكير ده بيمشي لهاي كويس، هيكون مطالب والرئيس الجاي ذاته ممكن يسلمه كويس. يعني الرئيس الجاي مثلا اذا ناس مشى الانتخابات وجاء فاز رئيس ثاني غير رئيس الحركه الشعبيه غير زول بتاع الحركه الشعبيه، تلقائيا الزول ده ممكن طوال يشيل الكير ويقدمه للهاي، واي ثاني اي زول مرتكب جرائم ممكن يتحكم. فواحد برضه من التخوف اللي قاعد يكون موجود لده. لكن ده برضه بيحتاج له زول بيفتح راسه للحوار مع القوى السياسيه الثانيه في تنازل في حاجات ممكن تتعمل. مش يعني كده انت تعال تنازل من سلطه بعدك يا اخي انت من هنا دوق ضمانه نمشي منطقتك كويس، اقعد في منطقتك يكون عندك خدمات يا اخي امشي عربيتك الرئاسيه ده ذات.
يا فور اكزامبل يعني مثلا ما قطع حديثك. فور اكزامبل يعني البرنامج اللي اتعمل في جنوب افريقيا دي كان برنامج كويس جدا جدا، انه اي زول لازم يعترف بالاخطاء اللي عمله، لازم يعترف اعتراف قدام الشعب، انه مثلا انا عملت كذا وانا عملت كذا وانا عملت كده، وبعد كده بيكون شنو اب الشعب انه مثلا they will forgive you or not. لان اساسا يا ادوارد I fail to understand مثلا the way مثلا كير is conducting himself كده. شوف ناس يوم ده يقولوا جي سي اللي هو كانسل جين كانسل اوف elders they were in charge right now. كير يعني ماشي لورس. في مثل بيقول يا اخي الزول بدون سهل لما يكون راجع ورا عندنا في دينكا، لكن الراجل ده ذاته ماشي لورس، يعني كل يوم بيعمل حاجه البطال ومستمر يعمل زياده. شوف من بحر غزال زادوا، من بحر غزال شاد عمل ديفيجن. هذا شوف يعني يومين ديل خلى تويت وخلى الناس اول زادوا ماشي للناس تشيك بيقول اسل ولا وات ايفر ماشي للناس تشيك بقى يعينوا. اتخيل يعني مثلا زول حرامي زول عمل له convicted. He was convicted and he was sent to jail and he's supposed to be in jail for life. اجي يجيبوا ويعملوا okay and the secretary in the ministry of petroleum. What's going on with this guy؟ يعني مثلا خلاص يختار الناس اللي يموتوا معه ولا شنو يعني؟ يختار الناس اللي هو ماشي يموت معه.
انت عارف
Go ahead.
انت عارف يا جونكور، اول حاجه يعني المشكله بتاع قاعد يواجه الحكومه شنو؟ يعني حتى الناس اللي قاعدين كلهم في الترند اللي قاعدين يدافعوا عن الحكومه دي هي ما محتاج لاي زول ثاني يدافع عنها، هي قادره تدافع عن نفسها. والحركه الشعبيه زادوا كحزب عنده كوادر متميزين جدا موجودين داخل جوبا الان وما قاعد يتكلموا، نصهم قاعد يكونوا قاعدين في اللايف بتاعنا هنا قاعد يشاركوا.
Yes of course.
كوادر يا جونكور كوادر ممتازين جدا ممكن يمسكوا جنوب السودان ويعدلوا المسار اللي يفترض البلد يمشي فوقه، والمهام بتاع الحكومه ذاته شنو والخدمات شنو يفترض يقدم للمواطن. الكوادر دي قاعده، لكن كير اصلا is running the country like ده بيته حقه كويس، ده حقه. يعني هسه الشغل الاداره اللي قاعده تمثل في جنوب السودان انا بستغرب من الناس اللي بيجوا فيسبوك يقولوا انت قاعد تدافع عن شنو؟ اول حاجه التعيينات اللي قاعده تتم، يعني مثلا لو في مكتب السياسي بتاع الحركه الشعبيه بتاع الحزب الحاكم، والحزب الحاكم هو اللي بيجيز كل السياسات اللي يفترض يمشي للحكومه تنفيذها، مش لانه بتيجي من المكتب السياسي بتاع الحزب. تعال امسك يا اخي زول انت سرق قروش وقروش لقوا في بيته ما أعرف بملايين الدولارات الأمريكي وما أعرف مدفونين في السطح فوق. منو ما كان عارف الكلام ده في جنوب السودان؟ وأنت حكمت فور لايف، أنت داير تسجن فور لايف، تجي تطلع وتبقي وكيل بتاع وزارة مهمة جدا، وزارة البترول. ده معناه امشي يا انت قود صراع مع الوزير كويس، وانت عامل كنترول لما القروش الباقي ده من ما يجي. يعني وكيل ده مع وزاره يا بصدق القروش ولا شنو اجراءات، اي اجراءات ثانيه داخل الوزاره. معناه تعال يا انت امشي شيل القروش اللي بيجي ديل كلهم لمهم وبجهزوا. يعني هسه قاعدين يميزوا انه يمشوا. يعني انت اصلا لو عللت كلام ده مشيت بعيد شويه بتحس انه فعلا كير زاد وخلاص قاعد يفكر انه يمشي، لكن عشان هو يمشي لازم ما يخلي لجنوب السودان ولا جنيه. خليك من $1 امريكي، يعني 1 باوند اساس السوداني ده ما يخلي لكم ذاته. يعني ينظفوا لكم البلد وكمان يمشي وقع وغداد ويشيلوا قروش والحكومه تجي. يعني اي حكومه ثانيه بتجي في جنوب السودان سنه ده ولا سنه الجاي هنا نكون مديونين. مش السودان كان مديون 50 سنه، هنا نكون مديونين 250 سنه لقدام. يعني الاجيال الجايه من ابناء جنوب السودان هيكونوا تحت مديونيه ما يقدر يطلعوا منه كويس. زي بالضبط. وهسه انا نفس التقرير اللي سميته المره اللي فاتت انه المديونيه بتاع جنوب السودان افاقت مديونيه السودان، والسودان الليله ماشي ل 60 سنه من الاستقلال. طيب انت دوله يا دوب استغلت عندك 4 سنه، المديونيه بتاعك 5 سنه، المديونيتك انت يفوق مديونيه الدوله عندها 50 سنه ولسه قاعد يخوض صراعات داخليه في الشرق وفي الغرب وفي الشمال. This is very worse يا جونكور. لكن المهم شنو البهيل لنا كلنا كابناء جنوب السودان ان الناس تتحد، ناس تتحد وكير يمشي بهدف واحد. كير يا جماعه فشل يقدم خدمات للشعب جنوب السودان، فشل في اداره الدوله. خلاص ده السبب منطقي جدا انه الان نص الشعب مشرد. الشعب ده ما عنده مرتبات، السبب مبرر منطقي جدا بيخلي كير يمشي خلاص.
Well,
أنا بشكرك. الوضع.
أنا بشكرك كل الشكر my brother. I know زي ما أنا قلت كير أساسا فقد كل حاجة، فقد مصداقية، فقد تراست، فقد أي حاجة من شعب جنوب السودان. زي ما أنا ذكرت لك قبل من مكان region from the region لشنو ذا لستيت ومن ستيت ذا ماشي لكلانس right now. حتى دينكا زادو they are running away from him. They don't like him anyway because زول شالنا ودانا في hell. You know شال country وداو في hell. يعني في كلام كده انا كنا قاعد نتكلم مع واحد، انا قلت له يا اخي يعني كير عمل شنو؟ زي زول مثلا جاي يعجل بيت ولا جاي مثلا تو موف ان، انت عملت تشيك اوت لاي حاجه everything is good you know، امام كويس، مطبخ كويس، فلور كويس، شبابيك كويس، but all of a sudden الزول اللي زاد قاعد في بيت خرب اي حاجه، خرب بخانات، خرب اي حاجه you know that's what happened in جنوب السودان. هذا زي ما انت قلت ديون وكلامات ده كله خرب اي حاجه. حتى القزازات بتاع شباك لو مكسر بقوم بيجيب كرتون بتاع هوملس اللي بقول في الشارع ده، بيجيب لزقه بخد فيه بدل عشان هوا ما يخش له جوا. شفت؟ يعني انتهى من اي حاجه. So why do we have to keep that person? Why do we have to run after him anyway? هذا الناس بيني وبينك ناس مريال جنون وكل الناس اللي كان معه they are trying to find a way to get out there. They are trying to get the hell out there. انت سميت تقرير تاع ملوم مبارك قال شنو؟ سميت كلامه قال شنو؟ You know?
نعم.
So this is not good, and that's why I need my brothers and sisters to think twice before making a judgment. ويقول يا أخي فينا جايين يشيل resources بتاعنا. No, these brothers they wanted to help you. الناس اللي قاعدين يبكوا ديل اللي بيقول يا أخي جنوب السودان وما جنوب السودان they wanted to help. Okay, it's clear. So أنا بشكر كل الشكر يا
آخر حاجة أنا آخر حاجة داير أضيفك في كلام أنت قلته قبل وأنت يعني عن المشروع الأمريكي لشعب جنوب السودان. انت عارف اتفاقيه 72 نميرة نقض الاتفاقيه فشلت لانه ما كان في ضمان. ما كان عندنا ضمان قوي وقف ورا الاتفاقيه. لو كان في ضمان قوي وقف ورا الاتفاقيه قياده 72 ترى جنرال ابرلير جنرال جوزيف لاغو ولا الطاقم اللي كان معه كان طاقم قوي جدا، ولو في ضمانات احتمال وقت داك زاروا شعب جنوب السودان كان صوت للانفصال ونحن زادنا ارتينا من بدري قبل 30 سنه من الان. ولكن الان امريكا الاتفاق على السلام اللي وقعناه في 2005 زي ما انت ذكرت قبل امريكا وقف وراهنا وكلام ده. يعني انا من الناس اللي استمعت لخطاب بتاع سوزان رايس في جوبا 2011
في جوبا.
بالمناسبه لو لنا ناس عندنا ضمائر والقياده بتاعنا عندهم ضمائر والقيادات السياسيه كانوا موجودين في ستاد او في الضريعه تاع دكتور جون جرن يفترض ما ينسوا
انا كتبت الكلمات دي كلها كتبتها.
ما ينسوا الكلام اللي قاله سوزان رايس في اندبندنت داي. وذكر يعني ادى النصائح فعلا بطريقه انه لو في اخوه كبير، الكلام اللي قاله سوزان رايس ده كلام بنعتبره كان من اخونا كبير، وامريكا وقفت ورانا لحد ما نحن we gain our independence. But لكن نحن we change the direction because of selfishness. الناس يعني الانتهازيه مستوى عالي جدا، وحتى انه زاد الزول تفكر في الاخير ده ما موجود. فانها انا بشكرك امريكا، نحن we need امريكا، ونحن نحتاج لامريكا يمكن ل 20 30 سنه جايه لقدام. ده طبعا ده منطق، وقوه عظمى موجوده كواحد من المعدلات المهمه جدا في العالم. حتى ولو امريكا عندها مصالح في جنوب السودان ما كويس، مش احسن لنا من روسيا، مش احسن لنا من تشاينا قاعد يقدم لنا شنو لما مصالح كويس. تشاينا دي شايله البترول، يعني يا جونكور انا مشيت زي تشاينا 3 مرات، يعني تشاينا ده 3 مرات بتمشي هناك ما بيديك الموديلنج ساكت بتاع تعمل له توقعات مطر بس رينفول بريدكشن ده ما بيديك له، بتمشي تدوق المحاضرات كلها سيوري واسال. اي زول من جنوب السودان واي زول من دوله افريقيه قاعد يمشي تشاينا قاعد يجي راجع بشنو. لكن تعال انا يعني انت اسال الجنوبيين المشوا اسرائيل جو راجعين حتى ناس المياه في موديلنج بتاع الووتر ران اوف وكده بتجيبوه راجع. انا لما جيت امريكا وجيت النوى هنا في موديلنج بتاع رينفول بريدكشن اوف ساوث السودان I get it you know. انت يعني انت هسه لما الناس ما لو بيتكلموا ما عارفين القاعد يتكلموا فوق شنو ذات. يعني هسه لما تيجي تقارن بين الفائده بتاعنا نحن بنستفيد شنو من تشاينا، بنستفيد شنو من روسيا، زيرو. تشاينا فعلا مستفيدين من البترول
يا اخي يا ادوارد انا ضربت المثل قبل. انا قلت لهم بس اثبت لي الدول اللي عندها علاقه مع تشاينا وراشا وروسيا استفادت شنو؟ غير انها يكون في هروبات. there is no prosperity في دول بتاعهم، ما في تنميه، ما في تقدم، ما في عداله، بس كده. بس انا اكد لك ديل ياو دي سوريا دي يعني ليبيا ودول ثانيه
ليبيا ما مستقره.
بس داير اوريك الدول اللي عندها علاقه مع امريكا، اوكي، عندها علاقه مع امريكا بالرغم انه في انترست. ياو امارات الكل الجنوبيين بمر فيه كل يوم بيقول امارات تمام. شوف السعوديه، شوف بحرين، شوف اردن، شوف سلطنه عمان، شوف الدول دي كلها مستقره كيف. شوف الدول دي كلها مستقره كيف. Why don't we make sense? يعني it's very simple, something very simple. Why is so hard to understand this point? It's not. America ما جاي هناك عشان يشيل. America جاي to develop and help you. انت بتاخد benefit هو بياخد benefit. ده الشريك اللي احنا عايزينه، شريك المازم بخليك تستفيد، ما الشريك اللي بيجي بيحفر الارض ودامج الانفايرمنت ويشيل دبايب وياكل كلاب. يا اخي ده ما نافعين يا اخي. ينزل بيجيبوا حتى المساجين يجيبوا لكم يعني what they do actually يعني employment. If they sign a contract with you, they will bring their prisoners to work and they take all the money. And like United States, لو عنده project with you, they will employ the local will employ عشان قروش يمشي للlocal ذات. ليه انت داير تجيب زول بس يعمل خراب؟ ليه؟ ما ممكن يا جماعه. عشان كده
ما في مقارنه.
They need to learn from this.
يا جونكور عشان نمشي ناس جوزيف، انا شايف ناس جوزيف ناس تريزا تدي فرصه للناس ثانيين. ما في مقارنه. يعني ناس ما في مقارنه بين تشاينا وامريكا تو بي اونست. يا اخي تعال امسك من كده التقارير هسه، التقارير بتاع فود سكيورتي وايرلي وورنينج في جنوب السودان. خلي الناس اللي قاعدين يجوا فيسبوك قاعدين يكتبوا انجليزي ديل ساكت بيكتبوا because most of them they don't know what they are talking about. لكن دير يدافعوا لكير بس. يعني حتى الموديلنج ده الحاجات دي كلها فيوز نت ده ويو اس اي ده كلها امريكيه. حتى اوفر ايست افريكا الناس الان سبورتنج السيستم وزين الايست افريكا ده الامريكان كويس. فانت انا هنا ما يا زول
كلام
منه انت يعني
كلام بتاع السيستر
زول امريكا.
سيسلينا قال كلام زين، قال تشاينيز ذات they will eat us too لانه نازل بياكل اي حاجه.
شكرا يا جوكر.
المهم شكرا، انا بشكرك كل الشكر. Let me go ahead here and invite others. كلامك كان كلام واضح brother. شكرا جزيلا the contribution يعني. Okay.
Thank you brother Jongkor.
Yeah, Chinese they are willing to eat us. You know, if they can eat the dog, they can eat the snake, they can eat everything. you know ممكن ياكلونا لانه هسه قاعدين ياكلوا في حاجات بتاعنا قاعدين يعملوا دامج للانفايرمنت بتاعنا وناسنا عشان بس دايرين يسرقوا they want to enrich themselves لسه they are stuck with these people they stuck with these people عشان واحد بس يسرق لانه هنا في West American they care about transparency. I want those people you know just to make sense to themselves انت جيت قعدت هنا وشوف the system how system work. We need to have a system in our country عشان مرة وراجل وجنة وراجل وزول عجوز كلهم يكون عندهم equality. That's what it is. ليه we want to impose someone ما بطقي ولا بيجيب حجار زول يعني مثلا is leading country to nowhere 13 years 13 سنة جنوب السودان is still suffering وناس بيقولوا قال زول له وزول له يا اخي زول بتاع شنو ونحن انفصلنا عشان نتعذب نحن انفصلنا عشان نشقى نحن انفصلنا عشان نموت نحن انفصلنا عشان نتذلى لا معناه انفصلنا عشان نكون الناس زي الناس تانيين نعيش حياه كويس ويكون عندنا حريه ونبني ونزرع. That's what it is. ما انفصلنا عشان نتذلى. واي زول بيفكر مثلا داير كي يقعد بمعنى داير شنو؟ جنوب السودان يكون في مذله ونستمر في مذله ده ما ينفع. You know. So let me go ahead. انا ما داير اطول كلام داير ادي فرص للناس كمان عشان يقدروا you know to come up with their